My name is Kenneth, and we are with our new company called ILEG Technology Screens. I like the ILE technology screens, but like I said, that the new technology we have under ILE is actually a name, part of the name of the company, but we really can't give that information out right away because, again, you know, we are working on a few things with that. But anyway, it does incorporate our new gain and all that stuff like that. We had to build a bigger screen, as I said before, because, again, the other one was a prototype, but we did build a bigger one right over there. So we got to get that done. And I'm still doing the bottom area underneath this cabin system that we built with giant screen attached to it and all that good stuff. So we can show off multiple projectors for displays. Because, again, we are going to have individuals up here to look at these giant displays. The screens are really big, so you can put multiple projectors. That's why I'm collecting all these machines, but not paying a lot of money for them. Because, again, this is impact. This is one of the things I noticed when I was having a conversation with these individuals, that, you know, how much should we pay for the machines? How much do they cost? Because, again, that comes up. If I pay for this product, what kind of projector am I going to need? How much is this projector going to cost me? Because they're used to having people coming and saying, hey, look, you know, it works better for projector like a 3,000, or, you know, you have to spend this kind of money or that kind of money. That's what they want to know. How much is it going to cost me altogether? I get it from customers all the time. If I buy a projector, what is this thing going to cost me? Because projectors can get really expensive. So that's why we work on this goal of getting these projectors under $200. Because, again, the light factor in their eyes, when we tell them we only pay $50 for a machine or $10 for a projector, it blows their mind completely. So it's the best way to go. On top of that, the comparison of what you're going to go through the most, other than when you're online, you have to show that you can take on certifies and all that crazy stuff. But out here, it's completely different. It's a white screen. That's literally it. Because that's all you're going to see. And like when I walked around all around Allentown one summer, going in and out of establishments, getting something to eat, doing my research on these different setups they had in there, I saw nothing but white screens. And there might no $5,000 projection screens. To tell you the truth, I've never seen a gray screen out there. Never. I've seen all white screens out there. And, of course, high-end projectors, high-power, expensive machines. You know, and they figured out these machines. They did the same thing I did back in the day with the BenQ MS800 that I thought, you know, would make a difference. You know, I got this high-end projector, got this crazy massive graphic card on my PC, and that's going to work. And it didn't work at all. It's horrible. So that makes this a gold mine for us out here. It's an absolute gold mine. Because we can show a huge, massive difference between our product and a white screen. We can do it in fully lit environments, even with a massive halo system attached to the screen, which is a huge eye-opener out here because, again, you know, they're plagued with these, even the lighting they have in the environment. Even they try to put it in an environment where they can try to control a lot of the lighting, the picture quality is horrible. It is. It's just horrible. They just accept it for what it is. I'm pretty sure they have people come in and calibrate the projectors. They probably swapped out, got more expensive machines. Usually that's what most of them do, you know. But when you're watching demonstrations where you're walking into an environment and all the lights are on, the projectors are way cheaper than what you paid for, and you can show that massive difference. And that's one of the things where we're showing off the videos on my phone. These images we're showing, they like to see the images in a full lit environment, but what is the difference? What is the change between this and a white screen? What is the massive difference? They don't want to see a hiccup. They don't want to see a slight little, they want to see a massive difference. Like that screen doesn't even exist anywhere, only that screen shows itself. And that's where the splatters come up. Because the splatter screen literally can show that it pulls off the contrast, the detail, and even the white levels is able to generate nicely, even with white surfaces against it, because we're asked about that too. It being a very dark screen, how are these white levels? Do you have testing on this? That's why you do testing at 1,000 lumens and a really heavy maxed out environment, because, again, it shows that the lumen count on that projector is next to nothing. When it gets in that environment, it's going to be killed. And the fact that screen can generate that white level without going dark. Another question that comes up, and I can't say this enough, and people get mad and frustrated. You know why they get mad and frustrated with me? Because they haven't done the test, they're not ready, and they know they can't move forward. And when you can't move forward in business because you have stumbling blocks and roadblocks in the way, it upsets a person. It does, because they did it to themselves. You know, they actually learn, people have done this, and I'm not talking about those individuals, other people have done this, even big companies have done this to themselves. Getting used to that ambient light controlled environment excuse. We're just telling them we have to be in a controlled environment. That's it. But you're not fixing the problem. You're just basically adding to it. So the fact that we can have these in environments that are super well lit and these things can operate gives us the ability to go wherever we want. Because we have technology now that can basically dominate a white screen, gray screen, and if it even comes up, say if it comes up where we have a contract bid between us and SL Screens, who do you think is going to get that contract? We will, because we studied their technology. There you go. We future-proofed our technology by studying the big boy screens. They, on the other hand, they did their tests on white screens. Well, of course, I can see why, because that's pretty much all you're going to find out there on white screens. We did our tests against white screens and their screens at the same time. Because just in case, if there's a contract bid that comes up for a major contract, we can take it with no problem. So we can show that we're more affordable. We don't require expensive projectors, and our stuff can overpower their technology with no problem. But you got to future-proof stuff. You got to future-proof it. So that's what matters. Out here, if I'm explaining about these high-end screens, majority they really don't care. Because most of these people have white screens in their homes right now. They have white screen, they have a projector set up. They only can use them when the lights are out. Light comes through a window, screen completely disappears, it washes out. We've done demonstrations with screens sitting in a bay of windows. We show them that demonstration, they're blown away by that. Contrast level, everything's picking up. Projector sits 18 feet from a screen. That's opportunity. Most people, if they had that kind of lighting environment, what they would do is they would put blackout curtains on either side, and they put the screen right there, and they'd put lighting in that environment, like maybe on a table or somewhere. They give it the illusion that the area is well lit. That's what they would do. But you'd be cheating yourself, because again, technically, you really can't be near a window with your product because it disappear. So that becomes a problem. But seeing the readings that even the owner of the building here has seen this technology fire up in an environment that's very well lit. He said, yeah, the office you have is like these high fluorescent lights. So yeah, I freaking love it in there. Because the lighting in here is brutal. And there's nowhere for a screen to run in this place. Nowhere at all. And then we're putting additional lighting to the screen is what they found very, very impressive. Ultra short throws. You saw the demonstration with the ultra short throws, sitting there with all that light pushing through. Mind you, at ultra short throw demonstrations we see on YouTube all the time, I do my research of these projectors and environments that are so dark, I can see the image, like I said, ricochet, reflect off the chassis of the projector. I can literally see it from there. Your environment is super dark for a machine that's supposed to replace a TV. Now, with that being said, you know, this is going to plug us into expos. It's going to plug. This gives us access to schools. This gives us access to churches. It gives us access to hospitals, libraries, commercial properties, offices, because our technology can run in there. You have to ask yourself, if you walk into an establishment, you see all these windows, and the owner walks over to you and says, okay, look, I need the screen to be right next to the window, and I need to fire up 100%. I can't have any washout and a blur. What can you tell them? Will you tell them that your screen can actually do that? You can't. You're going to have to tell them that, hey, look, this is best used in an ambient light control setting. What if we stick it farther in the back, a little darker back there, and that way the screen will pick up better? That's what you have to tell them. Not us. We can go, where are we going to put this thing at? Like, what window? Because we can choose where we want to go because we're used to it. Our technology is built for it. So that's why I said, you got to remember what matters. You know, the certified screen, we're not going to bump into out here. I mean, anytime I'm going to see a certified screen, unless I go to an expo, technically, really, truthfully. The white technology, white screens, we could dominate that. And as for outdoor, we have more experience in outdoor with screen paints and projection screens than most people selling screen paints today right now. All right, so let's get to my $7 projector, or $6 projector I think I paid for. A ViewSonic PJD 5223. I didn't see a lot of reviews on this thing. Like, I couldn't find hardly anything. Majority, most people had it. 3 people did have it in 2012. Sorry, not 2012. 12 years ago. Who had it. Basically just did the typical demonstrations they did back then. when people were doing the screens in these really dark environments. You just show the projector and the giant screen because that's what more people were thinking about. And you just kind of panned over and saw the projector on, and that was basically about it. But we're going to do a thorough demonstration on this thing. And we're going to show if it works. That's another thing too. If it works, mind you, it's $7. But why is it worth $7? Well, it has no HDMI ports on the back of that thing at all, period. It just has VGA back there and an S video jack. That's basically it. That's all it has. And judging by the size of it being 11 inches, it's a smaller projector. It's definitely a smaller compact machine. I was looking at the case. I was like, this is a smaller compact. What can we do with this? Whatever we want with it if it works. We can all hook up one of those adapters to it, and we automatically convert it into HDMI. We can run our Fire Sticks or where we want to run through it. And on top of that, it being portable, I can get a lot of uses out of it, especially for the table display. That'll come out quite nicely. I saw a couple other viewsonics they had in there for like $60. Now, mind you, my challenge to myself and also to the people we're doing business with, that I can only buy projectors at $200 or under $200. We can't go above the $200 mark. That's where we have to stay at. So we want a track record that the ILEG technology has been used for a year on projectors under $200. Because again, if you got a projector under $200, there's no way in the world you're getting the crazy bells and whistles that you see people performing today on those projectors that are not doing what our technology is designed to do. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I mean, I'm having a ball already. I've already bought $31 for an ultra short though Dell. Bought a Dell over there. And all the other projectors I had, like the Sonys and all them, the Chris, I gave them all away. I gave all those projectors away. I wiped everything clean. All of them are gone and started up all over again. But this time I'm doing it at $200 because I can't have the other ones in there because I paid $300-400 for those machines and I can't have them in there. So all under $200. That's what we have to do. So it should be pretty easy. We've done this. We got projectors in here right now. My full cost of my projectors right now for 2 ultra short throws, Old Faithful, which is she's like a portable machine, the Chrissy projector, the one I just purchased, and my ultra short throw over there for $60, and it's around $230 something. That's it for all those projectors. So anytime we get customers who contact us and that they don't have a projector, we can direct them into getting a projector under the $200 mark. You know how much money that saves my customers? And first people say, well, 720p won't give you that kind of performance. That's interesting. You know what a 720p looks like on our technology? Yeah, yeah, it looks extremely good. I actually, like I said, that whole having that experience of working in that company store and being able to have them go out and buy 2 720p projectors, the same model I have over there. As a matter of fact, when you see the demonstration with the projector mapping, the one that starts up on the floor and pulls up on the screen, that's the same projector. Same thing. $50 machine, that's it. And they went and got this good deal, and they got 2 projectors for like $400 from this merchant. And that's the one you see pushing the image through a window using our technology. We had it inside, showing demonstrations off of it. Yeah, look. Just like little TVs, just like little TVs. So it tells the consumer at the end of the day that you don't not forced to spending the money on an expensive projector. Expensive projectors are needed on machines that can't see contrast. That's what it's needed for. And you're gonna tell me otherwise? I mean, hey, look, that's gonna be you. That's a little lie you tell to yourself at the end of the day. But in reality, when you're staring at your screen, you already know in the back of your mind you're not seeing black levels. You know that. And you already know in reality, because I mean, you can lie to other people, but you really technically can't lie to yourself. It's right there in front of you. When you turn your lights on, your screen disappears. The color deteriorates. That's what it looks like. And you go on the menu and you start messing around in there, you know, trying to adjust it, trying to fix it, and it doesn't seem to work. And the thing you do next is you go to form sites. You ask questions like, how do I fix this? How do I get this image to look like a TV? And they're going to give you the same thing. They're going to tell you, well, maybe you got too much lighting in the environment. You got the ambient light control your environment that, again, your TV used to be in, and that you never had to do that with your TV. And then the frustration kicks in, and then they contact us. Because then they're looking around the internet and they find a guy over there with a $60 NEC at 150 inches, fully lit environment. But not only that, we're displaying off a ceiling. When you could display off a ceiling crystal clear with no problem with all your lights on, that tells you right there that somebody knows what they're doing. That's what that says at the end of the day. They know what they're doing. Then they capture demonstrations outside, and one of the screens that get picked up the most is the Star Wars. They see that a lot. We still have people that will contact us on 7s, 8s, and say, man, I saw the demonstration on the 8 outside. That thing is insane. Yeah. You know why you don't see a lot of screen paints outside? Because they can't go out there. They'll do about 1 or 2 demonstrations when it's dark out, and they'll say, look, we work outside. No, technically that's not true. You don't work outside if you can work out in an area where your screen is not supposed to work at. Any screen can operate in the dark. Well, that's easy. White screen operate in the dark. Gray screen, silver screens, all operate in the dark. There's no problem out there, but try doing it in the daytime. Try doing it in the afternoon and see what happens. See, stuff doesn't work. And then they'll be suggesting people to be under gazebos and under porches and stuff like that. But even under a porch, a gray screen can't read or a white screen can't read. If this was so, you would see tons of demonstrations on this outside. You would see them all over the place. Only ones you see outside pretty much doing those demonstrations, Vios. I got to find my demonstration with my laser projector. I had a Casio projector that I mounted 11 feet off the ground and had the screen laying flat to show the angle gain that it could pick up. I got to find that's a very impressive demonstration. When I do, there's a challenge on that one, by the way. 11 feet in the air, and you have to hit the screen flat to the ground. I know, it's a bit of a doozy, but guess what? We did it. So, people making claims that you're us, you can do it too. Right? Right. Easy McCheesy. All right. I get my $7 projector in here. Still working on the base. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm done with potato chips. It's interesting. You can eat something, and then later on, you'll get that wake-up call that'll tell you that if you continue to eat this is going to eventually kill you. Yeah, you got to listen to your body at the end of the day. Yesterday, bad experience with a bag of chips. Very bad experience. I was going to end up in the hospital. Literally talking up in the hospital. Not get my breathing straight. It was not good at all. Not good at all. Flush myself with a lot of water. Got a couple of Tums. Sat there and listened to some AMSR because your mind will race at 100 miles an hour telling you all kinds of jacked up stuff which you don't even need to listen to. Got myself a little prayer and got it right down under control. Kind of like watching your plane. Oh, it's a bad choice to use right now. We had like 2 plane accidents, one up here in Philadelphia and one down there. Let's skip that one altogether. But anyway, I was going to use a theory in that, but that's not too soon for anything on that one. But anyway, got it under control, and that's it. I'm done. I'm going to be leaning more toward fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, which I should have been eating. I ain't a big fan of vegetables. I can't find one vegetable to think of that I would actually eat. Can't eat corn. Corn is weird. I don't eat corn. Corn does not break down in the system. You not any idea how strong the acid you have in your stomach is, and corn does not break down. Acid can. Yeah, that freaks me out. But anyway, yeah, I had to think about that. Diet's got to change completely. So, if you do see me on video this summer, you will see me a lot of watermelon, because watermelon is a fantastic way. If you're trying to drop weight, watermelon is fantastic. It fills you up. Can't dehydrate because it's full of a lot of water in it, of course, because it's watermelon. Grapes are fantastic. Grapes are fantastic for detoxing your system. And I gotta stop using these Tums and stuff. I eat the Tums because I eat stuff I shouldn't eat, and if I say the stuff I eat, I won't have to use the Tums. But yeah, grapes are fantastic for detoxing your system. Go on a grape and water fast, and you'd be surprised how much better you feel. It shows definite improvement quick. It does. 3-4 days. I did a lemon juice fast for about a week. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, that was something. And did the daily walk at the same time while working out. Man, that was something. I was so weak. Man. But I felt great, man. I felt great. All right. Let's get back to this because I'm excited with this summertime coming up. I'm already getting ready for summer. Just off topic, just a little bit. I work out every day. I got my heavy weights here. I got my heavy weights everywhere I go. And a great thing about it, my sister's boyfriend's a weightlifter. I also, he has a great gym over there. I get a chance to mess with stuff. I can't get it in the day. I can't get those that stuff that he has. But that's kind of great. Can go in and work on his stuff. Um, but um, but usually for me, when we start kicking into the winter, I basically do more push-ups. I don't lift that much. I do a lot of push-ups. And I just want to accumulate a little bit more weight. So I just do push-ups to keep it in tone. But I eat a little more heavier than I usually eat. And then when we get around close to around January, this is where we have to stop because we have to train to get rid of what we took in between January, February, March. And by the time April hits, we're good. So that's how I do my training. Then I go back and eating the light foods and stuff like that. This time around, no potato chips. We're definitely cutting that out of the deal because that almost killed me. That literally almost killed me. I didn't like the way that felt. My heart clenching up and tight. Oh, we're not, dude. We're good. We're good on that. But that's usually what I do. I drop on some winter weight and then start lifting. So right now, I'm back into doing my and my weightlifting. It's not crazy at the end of the day. It's normal. It's basic. It's something to keep me toned. My curls on my heavies underneath me, they're about 50 pounds each, not big boy weights, and 20 or 30 of the regular curls. You have the diagonal curls, there's about 20 of those, and then you have your hammers, which is another 20 of those. That's all one set. 20, 20, 20. And then I saw someone was telling me about how you take both weights and you lift them and you bring them to your chest and bring them back. I like that workout. That's actually pretty fantastic. That'll work out muscles you didn't think you had. Like, ooh, I didn't know it was that. Definitely going to get myself a power twist bar. I like that. And since I can't get my chin up bar in here, which I can't have in here, there's a park not too far over by the airport where they have a monkey bar system over there. Well, guess what? Chin up the way. I'm going to do my chin ups in there. So I can get my chin ups in there and get a nice work and be outside at the same time while I do it, which is fantastic. So that allows me to get that in there, get it going. And then all the walking and everything I do, well, pretty much that kills off everything else, which is fantastic, getting into the walks and stuff like that. So that's also great. So yeah, 56 years old, and I feel fantastic. I feel absolutely fantastic. Oh, there we go. Bless me to be able to conquer this illness every time I'm able to get up and be able to lift and work out and all. Mind you, I used to have a lung disease, and it's gone now. We don't have it anymore. God took it away. Now I feel fantastic. I lost the weight that I lost that I need to lose to get myself back on track to where I need to be at. Freaking love it. That's why I sit there and say at the end of the day, look, you're not going to lose no weight on an e-bike. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You can't lose weight on an e-bike. You can't. You're riding around. How are you going to lose any calories? Unless you're picking that thing up and strapping it to your back and climbing hills with that sucker on your back, then yeah, you're definitely going to lose weight with that. Definitely. But you can't lose no weight on an e-bike. That is virtually impossible. I saw that. I'm sorry. Some people may think that I'm ranting on somebody, but no, it's true. You can't do that. You can't give out sound losing weight if you basically are claiming that riding around on an e-bike is going to cause you to lose weight. Where's your body working out at? Now, if you're pedaling this thing all over the place and you're not even using the battery, you're pedaling the thing around, you're losing weight because your body's in motion. You know, your body's in motion. You're going to lose weight. That's what's going to happen. You're going to lose. You're going to start dropping weight because your body's in motion. It may not seem you're showing results, but it's happening. You're losing weight. Your body's in motion. But zipping around on an e-bike, you're not losing no weight in that at all, period. It took me 1 year to drop mine. 1 year. I mean, 1 year. Because my body was constantly in motion to lose that weight. You can eat healthy all you want, all day long. You're still going to have to burn it off somehow. It's got to go somewhere. You have to turn it into something to get rid of it. That's how that works. So, that ain't going to work. You can't lose no weight on an e-bike. If you ever wants to challenge me on basically dropping weight, I got no problem with that at all. End of the day, I'm telling you from the door, you can't do that. There's no way in the world. I've never heard anybody say that, oh, you're going to lose weight on an e-bike. Now, if you got a regular bike, a manual bike, a bike with no power, no motor attached to it, and you're biking all over the place, yeah, you're definitely going to drop that weight easily and quickly, but not on that one. I call that, I call that the lazy man workout. That's what it's called, the lazy man workout. That's what it is. If you put it this way, for instance, for some people, we have to break this down for, because again, brains don't click well. If you have one person on a pedal bike in the gym and another person on a electric bike on a gym, and they're just sitting on it, just woo, that's all they're doing, and the other person is pedaling, who do you think is going to lose the weight? Person pedaling. There you go. Can't do that. This thing has no HDMI ports, which I'm not worried about that, because again, and it has 2700 lumens. That's more than enough. We had 25 hit that screen over there on eco mode. 3001 contrast. This is why when I was looking at the Valve projector, and the Valve projector had a 3000-to-1 contrast sitting on top of it, I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. You know how old 3000-to-1 is? Why didn't anyone see that? Well, of course, you got people who are buying it for the first time. They don't know. This is the first time. But anyone else has been around projectors for a bit, like 3000-to-1. Why is this so low? It was 3000-to-1. 3000-to-1 is what you find on projectors from 10 years ago, 12 years ago. That's nothing impressive. Heck, the 2016, 2017 viewsonics are 20,000-to-1. The NECs, ultra short though projectors, are 10,000-to-1. How in the frick you got 3,000-to-1 on an up-to-date ultra short though projector? See, that doesn't make any sense at all. If you got 3,000-to-1 and you're on a gray screen, you're not seeing jack at all, period. You're not seeing anything. You're not picking it up at all, period. And their projectors were coming in at 1,800. They were way under the mark. They were coming in at 1,800. Epson sues Valve for fake. Why do we get shoes? Valve sues. Gee whiz. Shoes from sues. Really? Let me see. For fake specifications. And thank you, Epson. Oh, they're about to sue IWA projectors. Yeah, you go ahead, Epson. Go in there and get it done. Go in there and get it done. That's what I'm talking about. Much respect for them for going in and taking them down. That's right. Go in there and take them down. See, this is what I respect at the end of the day. I respect companies that call bull on people's trash at the end of the day. Epson settles projector brightness lawsuit against Iowa Vision projectors. That's what I'm talking about. You know why? Because these people come up here with these fake specifications, like that gain range dumb nonsense, which I can't wait to take that joker to court on. Yeah, I can't wait to take you to court on that, man. I can't wait. Go in there and mislead people, not gain range. Yeah, well, I'll see you in court on that one. I love it. This is what I'm talking about. That's right, Epson. Get it in. Get it done. There we go. And more y'all, like ViewSonic, all you big companies, Christie, all y'all need to challenge these companies. These companies that are coming in with these fake gains, these lies about these projectors, and all they're doing is basically just ripping off the consumers. That's what they're doing. Epson ain't no joke. Man, Epson is freaking beast. Epson sues for Amazon sold projector brand. Gee whiz, Epson is a beast. I tell you, this is what I love. These people are on the ball here. See, that's what I'm talking about. Epson is no joke. Look at this. Epson sues for Amazon sold projector brands for misleading. This is misleading information. You can't do this. This is why I tell you. Epson aims to ensure consumers aren't misled. See, that's what I told you. That's what I told you from the door. I told y'all that from the door. It's easy to bring you in court on this. It's not a hard thing to do. If you're out there making false accusations about your products, claiming them to do something that they're not, anyone can drag you into a courtroom and clean your clock at the end of the day. And you get fined for this kind of thing. The fines are cheap. They're heavy fines. And I told Mr. Rogers multiple times, and I got videos of you actually saying this stuff, of you actually making these statements that you paint your screen the fifth time it gets slightly brighter. I'm going to drag you into court on this, man. I'm definitely going to bring you on court. Listen, thank you, Epson. Anybody out there, I said at the end of the day, making false claims about your products pulling a 100% infinity contrast level compared to our black technology that can do it, we're going to bring you to court on it. Because you're not going to sit up there and make claim on something that you can't do and try to profit off something that you can't do. Ain't going to happen. Heck, we even got our own contract. You know, that kind of $500,000 contract. Anybody out there who wants to make false claims about my product saying it's not working, it's not real, or the demonstrations we do fake, sign the contract. We'll see you in court. As a matter of fact, we about to up that $500,000 to $1 million. Why not? We can back our stuff 100%. We got no problem with that. So why not up the ante to $1 million? This is what I'm talking about. See, this is what we need. We need more companies like Epson to step up and come after these companies. Because again, these customers are getting ripped off. They go in there, some of these customers, they don't know the difference between some of these projectors coming out, claim to have 1080p and 4K at the same time. Ridiculous amounts of gain on, not gain, lumens on them. A projector is talking about 5,000, 50,000, 100,000 lumens. Come on a projector about the size of maybe an old VCR tape. Are you kidding me? The lamps won't even fit in those things. See, that's the reason why we came out there. Maybe they got it from us. I don't know, because I mean, we came out here, all these influencers were all getting all freaking bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, going back and saying, oh, this projector's a fantastic projector, blah, blah, blah. Now, that's bullcrap right there. We bought the same projector, did the same demonstrations, and guess what? Now they come out and they go, well, you know, it's not a really good projector. It's more like a kid's projector. Oh, now we changed to tune. See, when they line your pockets with money, people will speak differently. There you go. That right there. Thank you, Epson, for jumping up, for doing this at the end of the day. So, on our end, when it comes to screen paints at the end of the day, as you can see, for those who think that we can't drag into a courtroom over this, yes, we can. We already got one person of interest already. Matter of fact, Fernando is coming up too, because you know why? His stuff matched the house paint. Where he's in trouble at is because we can show that after, and we got it on recording, after he matched the house paint, he continued to sell this product knowing this 100%. He's going to have to go in the courtroom and back it. This product doesn't match house paint. And the yellowish tone, all that nonsense don't mean jack to them. You have to be to show a difference between night and day. You see my two PCs over here? See the difference of this one and this one? They look like they're the same color? No. That's what you're going to have to show. It can't be my air cleaning machine and my PC over here. Can't look like that. It has to be different between night and day. And it doesn't make a difference if you delete your website. That means nothing at all, period. The fact that the evidence was captured of you committing this act, you'll still be prosecuted on it. So deleting your site means at the end of the day, you have admitted guilt that your site basically at the end of the day has been doing these crimes. But I'm so glad that they came in and hit these guys. Yeah, because I was looking at this, man, these projectors are fake. Man, Epson ain't no joke. I'm telling you, much respect for Epson. Much respect for Epson. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Go get them. Yep, they hit Valva. They sued Valva, all that. So, yeah, if you went online and you made some fake accusations about your product, we'll see you soon in court. Definitely going to see you soon in court. And thank you, Epson, for stepping up and challenging these companies at the end of the day. Because a lot of people got ripped off on that projector. A lot of people got ripped off. I was in the whatchamacallit. I was in the Kickstarter when they were showing them off. Somebody sent it to me and said, hey, you might want to check this out. And I popped in. I was like, what the heck is this thing at the end of the day? And I'm reading through it, and I went to the website, and it didn't even give a resolution for the 4K. It just said 4K. I was like, oh, man, this has got so many problems all over it. And the sad thing about it, you see all those people in there, so when is it coming out? When is it? Oh, those people are getting suckered. They were getting suckered. Hey, that's where I got that, and this is the part I love the most. Where I talked about this projector being trash, we had individuals come on my site and say, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. That is a 4K projector. It is using compressing technology. It is actually 4K. Man, talk about trying to cross the Grand Canyon on dental floss by carrying an elephant and a freaking safe. Because, man, I'm telling you, that impact was unfreaking believable. Yeah, I was on their site. I was actually in their chat room having this conversation, pressing them, asking them questions because again, you got some people who don't know and it's not their fault. Then you got some people who basically, I don't know, they don't just do research at all, period. They think they know it all. They're full glass all day long. I asked them certain questions that again, people who know the field know. Everybody else was supporting them. The other guys that make screen paints, they were supporting 100%. Because you know why? You're bandwagons. That's what you are. You would jump on anything and anything and follow the bandwagon. Also, a better way to put it is sheep. There you go. Sheep will follow anyone who's actually in front of them. You can walk them off a cliff and they'll go off a cliff. You're sheep. You'll follow anything that will get you that clout at the end of the day. I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person who don't care about the clout at the end of the day. I got to stand my ground. Whether I lose or win, I'm going to stand my ground. I got to do what I got to do. You guys in the day, you're sheep. So you're like the kind of soldiers that don't sit in the front of the line. You're way on the ship. You're not in the back. You're on the ship. You're still in the ship. All right. So, yeah. So I was on their site having conversations with the guy, and I was like, well, okay, what's the base of your projector? And the guy was like, the base of my projector said it's 4K. I said, it can't be 4K because you're compressing to get 4K. What is your base of your projector? Asked him several times. He finally broke down and said 1080p. There you go. It's a 1080p projector. So you literally spend $3,100 or $37 at the time for a 1080p base projector that has a 3,000-to-1 contrast, which you could have went over and picked up the Optima GT 55 or 56 projector, which had a 20,000-to-1 contrast, or 22 at 33,000 to 3,000 to 3,600 lumens on the projector, and it's 1080p. So you were never getting a 4K to begin with. And the whopping 6,000 lumens, they said please. I could see that from the video demonstration when I was looking at it. I was like, there's no way in the world there's 6,000 lumens. It's too dim. There's no way in the world. But guess what? Epson took them to court and sued them, and they lost. Because they couldn't back it up. They couldn't back up that the projector actually did 4K. They couldn't back up that the projector did 6,000 lumens. And after getting that little clip, I screenshot it of them asking about that. They basically, removed me from their channel. I got banned from their whole thing. But I got that screenshot admitting what they said, and I posted it right on YouTube. And guess what? To all those people that were on my channel hating on me, talking about, oh, you're just mad, this, that, and the other. Ooh, man, that was a big piece of humble pie, wasn't it? Some of you literally choked on that. You know, even Tom and Jerry, where they choke on something, they got to punch them in the throat to go there. Ooh, that's what you felt like. That was the hugest piece of humble pie. Man, that room was bone quiet. It was bone quiet in there. You could have heard a pin drop at 100 yards easily. What y'all think about that? Well, that humble pie was a huge piece. He had no milk in the kitchen, no water, nothing. You had to just take it dry. Yep. Piece of humble pie so big you can literally see the shape of it in the throat, like on Tom and Jerry. Get it? Like you about to turn into the Hulk just to swallow it. I told you. Come on, man. I've been around a bunch of projectors. I would know if it was 6,000 lumens. 6,000 lumens hits off a wall at a foot? Are you kidding me? Do you have any idea how much light that ricochets off a white wall? Literally, that would be so unenjoyable. It wouldn't even be funny how unenjoyable that would be. You have no way to absorb this at 6,000 lumens. I had 6,000 lumen projectors at freaking 13 feet away would hit a wall and blind the daylights out of you. And you're talking about at a foot? Man, you ever seen the poltergeist where the house crumbles itself up and you just see light shooting out from every crack of the house? That's literally what your house would look like outside. You would just see like you're having a UFO extraction going on inside your house through your window. Like, what the freak is going over at Frank's house? Like, what is that? Then they flashing going on, thinking whether you're having electrical issues over there or maybe some alien abduction or something going on. That's how bright that would have been. That would have been insanely uncomfortable. Rainbow effect? Look at that thing in a DOP. You'd have had all kinds of issues in there. There's no way in the world. Even Epson saw that nonsense from a mile away. And people in there bought them up. And then when they bought them up, guess what? I talked to these people. These people contact me all the time. They contact me and say, hey, look, they don't go to these other guys. These other guys are sitting in dark environments, and then they go look at the research. When people look at research and they see someone doing tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of demonstrations, that's a person who knows what they're talking about, compared to a person that has nothing up there really at all, period. No change of scenery, no change of projectors, no different forms of screen paint, none of that, just the same old stuff. But anyway, they come to us. And the first thing they ask is like, look, man, I got this projector. And the first two things I got to ask you, what's your projector and your screen size? Everybody knows them. There's two questions I got to ask you. If you tell me what your projector is, we can't touch you. The only screen paint I have right now that you can literally use is the silver technology. But they want that black. I'm like, no, can't do that. That ain't going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to function. But what if no, don't do it. Don't buy it. It's not going to function. And some people don't even talk to me. They just buy it anyway. Don't read through anything we put on the site. Why do you think I sat there and put 8,000 into the site? What, just to have them just put in there la 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 la. And I put all that information there, so basically you would understand the product at 100%. Even video links are in there. So we have it in big writing at the bottom. Do not use on unnamed brand projectors. Now, if you do that, you're at your own risk. Who else reads that? PayPal reads that. Right there at the bottom. It clearly says, don't do this, don't do that, blah, 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 blah. It's right there. Because we have to do all that testing for that. And we have test demonstrations to back up everything that goes in the specification sheet, because that's how the specification sheets are done, through testing. There we go. Now, and people still go up and buy that paint. And come back and go, your product doesn't work. It's too dark. And I'm like, what kind of projector do you have? No, name something that sounds like a freaking new Dragon Ball Z hero. Like, what the freak is that? Yeah, some crazy stuff. Well, this projector has 5,000 lumens. It's full 1080p and 4K. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go through this today. No, buddy, your projector's a knockoff. It's a knockoff. So this is the part that gets me. These so-called reviews, I don't know where they come from, say that it's a good projector. So influencers, you come up here and take a projector like that, which is crap. How many people did reviews on the Valve projector? Influencers, I'm talking to you. How many of y'all went on YouTube and did reviews on these projectors saying they were fantastic machines just to turn around for Epson to sue them for fake specifications? That's a lot of humble pie to eat right there. That literally is. That's a lot of humble pie. Yeah, that's when you have to sit back and look at it like, whew. I'm eating all that. That's all me. That is all me. That's all me? Really? That's all me? Nobody else? Nobody else? Yes, you. All you. Because you guys did reviews on these machines. You did. All these machines in there you did reviews on. And you sat there and said these machines were fantastic. So the consumer going and doing research is going to trust you because you got millions of followers. And they're going to go, okay, yeah, this guy must know what he's talking about. And then they buy it. And that projector turns out to be crap. And guess who they contact after that? Me. And I got to tell them, we can't help you because we can't support that machine because it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. It's fake. And they're saying, well, this guy, this YouTube channel, he said the projector was so and so. Yeah. Somebody got pockets lined at the end of the day, or somebody got something went somewhere for somebody to do that review, because come on. They review dozens of projectors every single day. Their eyes are keen for this. You mean to tell me you didn't look at that machine and go, this thing is crap? Now they go, it's a fantastic projector. I would use it, and I'll have it on a freaking white wall or a gray screen in a super dark environment. Literally. And it's supposed to be an ultra short throw projector designed to replace a TV. That's what they tell you. And then later on, these guys pop up, Epson, saying, hey, we had to sue these guys because they're falsely promoting the lumen specifications in the projectors. And these guys come on to us a whopping 6,000 lumens, the greatest projector you can possibly have for your home theater setup, influencer. People selling the projector at trade shows, expos. It's a super bright projector. You freaking love it. Just swapping 6,000 lumens. And Epson's going, I call bull crap. That's crap. Let's take him to court. And they take him to court. And then you get this all over the internet where it says that Epson America has filed a lawsuit against Valve for falsely promoting lumen specifications for the Valve 4K Ultra Short Throw Laser Projector TV. Might say they put TV there. I love it when they put TV there. Look, I love when they put TV there. They actually think that that's going to replace the TV. That's another thing too. Stop calling your projectors TV. Stop doing that. Because it's not a TV unless you have the screen to go with it. TVs, when you buy a TV, tell me if you get a TV and the guy walks up to you and says, hey, look, I'm going to spend 60 grand for this TV. Here's the thing. Don't have the lights on. You have to calibrate this machine, which people do calibrate TVs, by the way. Can't have in there any windows. You know, the color's going to wash out. It's going to fade automatically. The light hits it. You're hearing that, like, how much am I paying for this thing? Like, really? Oh, it's already worse enough when I've seen some of the stuff that comes with the OLEDs. But still, that's the difference between the TV and the projection screen. Because the projection screen has to be in a dark environment to operate. So for our stuff, doesn't have that problem. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. That's why you have people sitting in the dark. So you can't save the TV. You can't. You can't put that there. But they got sued. So they get sued, right? They got sued of May of 2021, right? They get sued for lying about this. How many influencers came on and talked about this being a great projector? So this is where I get into the discussion of arguments with some of my customers. Well, they'll get mad because we don't want to sell them the paint to fix their problem, because they want to come to us and say, well, you know, so-and-so said that the projector was fantastic. Well, my point of view, so-and-so didn't tell you the proper truth because that projector's trash. Because I sent them over the literature we have. Here you go. This is a conversation I had with them in the forum site. Because the guy tried to push that nonsense past me, talking about, well, it's the DOP chip and blah, 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 something 40K, blah, blah, blah. Nah, man, I didn't ask you all that from again. I asked you simple and plain. What's your base resolution on your projector? It's 4K. It can't be 4K if it's pixelating to get to 4K. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I had the same thing with that projector called JM Go. Got them too. I got them to admit the projector was a 1080p. Well, I'm good at this, ain't I? Got to admit the projector was 1080p. But they were supposed to contact me back and let me know what the contrast ratio on those projectors were, and they never hit me back up on that. Never. That's another piece of a trash projector I saw. That little cube that you point up at the ceiling. Oh man, that thing was so AI freaking generated. It wasn't even funny how AI generated that thing was. And yeah, if you decide to want to take me on the court of what I'm saying, I have a clip from you also too, catching you telling me that the projector is 1080p base. Yeah, good luck on that one. When you were advertising, it was 4K, which I saw in the Kickstarter. People sent it to me. They were like, "What do you think of this?" It's trash. Don't buy it. Yeah, they showed the guy sitting in his bright room, got the projector pointed up at the ceiling, the lights come on, the projector coming on, it's beautiful and all that. Then they showed the floor. Tell me, oh man, you guys, if you knew how deep this rabbit hole goes, it's pretty shocking, man. Whew, this AI generated technology means now they can manipulate and fool you on what you are not getting at the end of the day. Some of these demonstrations I watch are AI generated, which means these environments are not even freaking real. And I've seen a couple of them. I saw one on the Optima where the explosions that came off the screen somehow magically ended up on the wall. How is that even possible? So is that all AI generated? See, that's what I'm saying. That's what scares me about AI generated technology right there from the door. That is scary. But anyway, yeah, some of the demonstrations are fake. They're definitely fake. They're definitely fake. But yeah, they're misleading customers. Got hit with that. I'm gonna see what Iowa got hit with. What the freak did you do? Murder, murder who? If you ever saw Cat Williams on that one. Let me see. Suits for Amazon projectors. Oh, it better not be what I think it is. I think it might be that projector, because we did a review on that projector, and that projector was trash. It was a VA, something Valco, whatever that projector was called. Man, he had the projector, and his environment, it's a beautiful, fantastic projector. Oh, yeah, you got to run a scam projector on a scam screen paint. Both of y'all sitting in the dark and don't work. Sat there and talked about how it was a great projector. It works on his screen paint. Let me explain something to you. Any one of them knockoff projectors will work on a gray screen. We did the demonstrations and showed them they do. They don't work on darker screens, which are needed. Register now. I don't want to register now. I don't want to do that. Get that out of there. I don't want to hear. Suits for Amazon sold brand name projectors. Yeah, it's right in there. I told you that projector was trash. We have both of them over there. That projector is 100% trash. We did a review on it. Yeah, projector's garbage. They are garbage. Garbage. And people were buying those projectors left and right. People had the screen paints and thought, well, it don't work on his screen. It works on ours. You know why it doesn't work on ours? Because those projectors don't work on high-grade professional screens. They don't work on black diamonds. They don't work on elite screens. The lighter ones, yeah. When you get to the gunmetal, the more advanced, the expensive high-end screen, they don't run on those screens. That's why you've never seen any one of those companies run those projectors. But if you're making a cheap, untested screen paint, that stuff will run against it with no problem. Because they work on cheap gray screens and white screens, but they run on darker screens. That's why they can't read on our stuff. Our stuff won't pick it up. So let's see my review on this. So yeah, they sued them. Epson sued. Consumers are misled and can easily measure the comparisons of brightness and specifications based on the industrial standards suited filed against whatever these names these projectors are. But I know, Bowmaker. We definitely had a Bowmaker in. Those projectors are trash. I got a customer who posted on a Bowmaker for us. Oh my goodness, that projector is garbage. That projector is garbage. I literally have pictures on the Bowmaker. I had a customer buy our product and said the screen came out so dark he couldn't see it. And I said, what projector you had? He had ultra short though Bowmaker on the floor. Never forget that projector. We literally have pictures on that thing. Yep. On the Bowmaker. Garbage. I told y'all. I've been telling y'all. How long have we been telling y'all about these knockoff machines? As a matter of fact, we told you so much that AI will bring us up. The blacklist, it brings it up. Talking about our company, explaining why these projectors are fake. And number one on the list is that guy right there. That's the number one projector right there. And Jamie did a review on this projector and said it was a fantastic projector. It worked perfectly fine on his screen paint. At the end of the day, it's a projector to get. Yeah, scam projector at the end of the day being sold on a scam screen paint. Right there. They're scam projectors. Epson sued that company. Thank you, Epson, by the way. Thank you for doing a fantastic job for going in and suing these fake companies. Hope you continue to work on this. I really do. Challenge them all. Challenge all of them. Man, that's awful, man. I told you his projectors were trash. Yeah, people are talking about, oh no, but Jamie had it. It means if he had it, it means it must be good. Good luck on that. Matter of fact, you can take that projector, get scammed on that, and then go and get yourself some network gray. At least you'll be getting it right at the end of the day. And stick it on that. It'll do the exact same thing his product did. Gee whiz Louise. Told y'all about that. Let me go over here in our archives and dig up our review we did on this projector, which we told you not to buy it, but you bought it anyway, and guess what? Oh, ta-ta. I love it when companies come behind and do something that we've already done. You know, because we told you, you know. Like when I kept talking about how black technology is the best technology, and you found me again, that's a big silver. Anyway, when we kept telling y'all that black technology was the best, we told you that long time ago. Been preaching that since 8 years back. And everybody wants to go, no, gray screens, gray screens, gray screens, gray screens, white screens. Well, y'all just were bent on that nonsense at the end that we kept telling y'all. Now look what they're trying to do. You got people trying to make black technology. I thought it was bad. I thought that nobody wanted to touch it. But you got people now want to make it. The thing about it is black technology is extremely temperamental. It takes years to know that stuff. You can't just make it off the top of your head. Partey, the guy who makes that product, Danny, already showed you. Perfect example on how complicated it is to make black technology, because he tried to do it himself and he failed. He can't even sell that stuff. It don't even work. There's no way to where you should be sitting in an environment with a screen that's black and you're in the dark. No. But anyway, as I said before, that tells you it's not as easy to make. Anyway, getting back to this. So, we told you, at the end of the day, we tell you this stuff. Now look at, for us, I think from Audi's racking up. Sorry about that, people. Just like I said, we told you that black screens were the superior screen. Did I not say that, right? Who has a black screen right now that's certified? Well-known company. Let's think of it. Well-known company. People know. And is now sporting a black screen. Something we told you years back was the future of technology was black. Who would be that company? Let's think. What company would have done it? What company would have made a black screen? Oh, Screen Innovation. They have a black screen, right? Oh, they do have one, don't they? So that means all that time that I was talking about black screens, like, oh, no, they're too dark. This is blah, 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 blah. Man, all these false excuses. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's just move on there. Just want to move on there. That's just for the naysayers out there and people didn't believe us when we tell you stuff at the end of the day. We told you, and we told you. All right, so let's go over here and get 100 inch. No, 180 inch. We're outside on 180 inch. Those projectors are trash. And they pump out dozens of them. You know who's fought at this too? Amazon's at fault. eBay's at fault. Any local chain that brings those projectors in, you mean to tell me you basically don't do any form of check on these machines when they're coming? You don't check merchants when they come in? So you allow people to just port anything in. And a lot of people got ripped off on those machines. A lot of people got ripped off on them. You know what the projectors are good for? A kid's projector. They don't generate a lot of heat. The lamps are pretty cheap. That's it. Stick it in the kids' clubhouse or in their playroom or whatever. It's fantastic for that, you know? But it's horrible if you're using it for your home use projector. That's the last thing you want to use. Let's see. Got a plastic lens on it. The lens is plastic. They're supposed to be glass, by the way. Yeah, this projector's a try. We did a whole bunch of them. But I got a thing I want to be showing off pretty soon. Once we finish revamping our Crystal Ridge site and getting it ready, there's a section there called trash projectors, where we're going to be buying these trash projectors and we're going to be reviewing these projectors to see if they actually work. So you can go in there and say, hey, I don't want to go near that, because you shouldn't go near that. Those projectors are garbage. Absolutely garbage. Here we go. Let's see if we did a review on this projector. Kadow! We did. We had this projector. Yep. I had this projector 5 years ago when I purchased this machine. These things are trash. I knew it the minute I picked it up. I was like, oh man, it's probably built the crap out of this thing. I'll tell you one thing. It is better than the 8-man projector, which is absolutely trash. 8-man projectors are trash. Trash. They're trash projectors. This projector was claiming to be 3200 lumens, a full 1080p projector, and a Sony VPL at 1000 lumens, 600 by 800 took it out. This projector is the what do they call it? Leisure 420. This is when it was popular. Everybody was grabbing these. I'm like, I got this projector. It's fantastic. When customers call me with this and say, you have this projector, the first thing I say is, no, we can't help you. We can advise you to go to a merchant I do business with, because again, I know my eBay, because I buy a lot of stuff from eBay. But we can advise you to go there, that you would save money on. Take that thing back if you got the receipt for it. Other than that, give it to your kids. You know what I mean? Give it to your kids. Some people say they got them as gifts. Okay, that's great. It's a gift and all. You know, you don't want to throw that away. It's a gift. Just put it up somewhere, you know. That's what you do, you know. But, you know, start getting a Geopet, you know. It's a pottery that grows, by the way, if you don't know that. But yeah, this is the unboxing on the projector right there. There it is right there, downstairs in the failed attempt on the knockoff projector that did not work, that everybody was on a lifetime. It works fantastic. Yeah, so this is what it looks like on our black technology. It doesn't read for jack. This is another one right here. And that's the NEC. That's the NEC 1150. There's right there another projector we got there. Look at that. I see that all the time. So basically, you can't use that projector on a darker screen. Now, the problem you have with not using darker screens is the fact that your contrast levels drop by dramatically a lot by using lighter screens. And darker screens have the ability to absorb in a lot more light, which means they're more ambient light rejection technology than your lighter screens are, which are not. So that means that every day you have to be in the dark 24/7. That's what people don't want. Especially with a projector claiming to be 4,800 lumens. I got 400 lumens. Why is my screen so dark, so dim? That's why. There you go. But the naysayer at the end of the day, the people who make these fake products, will sit there and go, oh, it works perfectly fine. I have it here on my gray screen. Guess what? I can do the same demonstration on gray paint. Everyday gray house paint. And do the same thing, get the same reaction you got. Heck, some of y'all even got the same reaction on a P2. A projector that costs $3,500. You can literally get the same reaction off house paint. Yeah, whoop-de-doo that day. Now, this right here, if you look at the image here, see how dark and dirty the image is here? This is with the lights out. That's how dark and dirty the image looks, right? Now, you take our projector here, which is our NEC 1150, and it's NEC 1150 right there, produces that on our technology. You're not getting any of that. You ever pop open one of those things at the end of the day? It looks like a really badly built RetroPie. It does. It is horrible. Some of the peripherals are not even hooked up. Bluetooth capability? Pfft, yeah, right. Yeah, good luck on that. Good luck on that. Definitely good luck. Look at the lights out on the name brand projector. See how bright and beautiful it is? Yep. You don't get, we bought those projectors, did those demonstrations, those machines came out horrible. And outside, even worse. So when I get a customer that contacts me and says, well, you know, I got it on a white screen, it looks amazing, this is where I want to end the conversation with you right there and then. Why would you contact me if you thought it looked amazing? Then why don't you just stay with that right there? And if it's something wrong with it, why are you calling us? And this is where people think at the end of the day that I have an attitude issue. I have an attitude issue. I have where I don't tolerate nonsense. That's what comes down to me at the end of the day. Some people tolerate nonsense. They're sponges for it. I'm a different type of person. I don't tolerate crap at the end of the day. Now, if you want to learn something, I got no problem with teaching. You know what I mean? I got people who argue with me on the phone, literally about how their projector is so fantastic. Well, what the frick are you calling me for? If it's so fantastic, then just have what you have right there. You know what it is? They want to boost and brag what they got, but they're not happy with what they got. That's what it comes down to. But they want to have this discussion with me. I'm not having this discussion with me. So if I click and hang the phone up on you, now all of a sudden I'm a bad customer service because I didn't want to sit there and listen to your ongoing rant about how your fake projector and how your white screen it works perfectly. And you take that attitude at the end of the day. And this is where you get a ban from me. I don't want to sell you nothing anymore. Now you're screwed. Because you know why? Good luck on finding something else. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's a mess out there. Look at this. We did tests on crow's paint on this stuff. And it basically, his product picked up on it. Because, again, it picked up on gray paint at the same time, too, on top of that. Oh, my goodness. Awful projector, man. Another demonstration. What I didn't like about the influencers had it in a dark environment. They had it on a standalone by itself. That's our name brand. Had it in a standalone by itself and basically darken the environment. If you darken the environment on the gray screen, it looks like a pretty decent projector. Would I buy it? Oh, heck no. Never would buy it. No. The colors are off. Now, I'm going to show you something right here. Look at this. See this right here? You see that bright image right there? Let me see right there. In the middle? That is a projector that's supposed to be the knockoff. This is the knockoff. That's a 1,000 lumen projector. So a 1,000 lumen projector, and this projector is supposed to be 4,800 lumens at around 1080p. And this projector right here, which is Old Faithful, is at 600 by 800 720p SVGA. So that is a name brand projector that overpowered a projector claiming to be 4,800 lumens. Those projectors are trash. You're not getting what you paid for at all, period. The fault is not just on, and people say, oh, you're just blaming him. No, it's on anybody who took those projectors, got on YouTube, did some faulty fake demonstration, and made claim that those projectors are actually good projectors to buy. You spread that disease even farther than it needed to go. Amazon, eBay, that could have stopped those merchants from the door from coming in and selling those cheap knockoff machines that ripped off a lot of consumers. And then on top of that, you got the influencers boasting it. And then they buy that stuff and it doesn't work. And who did it come to? Me. That's why we have that policy there. And then what happens is some don't read the policy. They want to ignore it. It'll work. This one will work because he said it would do so and so. They're going by what the influencer said. They're going by somebody else who makes screen paints. What they said. That's what they're going by. And then they get it and it doesn't work. And who do they contact? Us to fix it. And we got to tell them we can't help you because they lied to you. It doesn't work. Just like I told the guy with the 8-man projector multiple times that projector is trash. It's not going to run on our stuff. And he was convinced it was our stuff was having the problem. I bought his projector, did the demonstration, and it still did the exact same thing in his pictures, and he got mad and cursed me out. Well, so and so said it was an amazing projector. I don't care what so and so said. The projector is trash. That's what it is. It's a trash projector. See, with the lights, I was able to overpower that thing. The 8-man was garbage. You got an 8-man projector, you should be ashamed of yourself. You really should be ashamed of yourself having an 8-man projector. Literally, seriously, anyone having that projector, you should be ashamed of yourself. How dare you come on YouTube with such a trashy projector? You know, 8-man projector, well, no, there's one worse than that. The Discovery. Discovery is trash. I would have to say, honestly, the Discovery would have to be the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And QVC was selling those things off. I never forget, because the guy was lying through his teeth, because I did one of those projectors. Those projectors didn't even have a VGA in the back of them. They had analog video outputs on the back of them. That was it. That's all they had. They were like 240p. They were really down the ladder. And the guy was sitting there lying like, yeah, me and my kids are out there. We got this like 300-inch screen. You're a freaking liar. You even have the pixelation to maintain a 300-inch screen. What the frick are you talking about? Oh my goodness, they were lying on that one. I gotta find this thing right here. This horrible, this projector was horrible. I'm gonna get one of these projectors. It's called a Discovery projector. Discovery projector. Oh, we got them on eBay for $11. We're gonna buy one of these monsters. Yes, this projector right here. LCD Discovery Wonderwall projector. This is the trashiest projector in history. Literally the trashiest projector in history. Let me see. This is a projector right here. I gotta get one of these. I gotta get one of these for the sake of just having one of these things. This was the worst projector ever made. I mean, the worst. I told you, I'll sit there and lie to you not and told you there is no VGA. And it's not even a VGA in the back of this thing. Not even the VGA in the back of it. It has an S video output. That's it. But all that is just all analog video right there. Outputs on that. And I never forget on QVC, they lied through their teeth on this projector. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy this machine and we're going to play the video from QVC as we watch movies off this thing. Show you how trashy this thing was. See, that's why I said, man, at the end of the day, that's why it's good to know your stuff. It's good to know your stuff. Good to know your stuff, it is. What's the specifications on this machine? Claiming to be... Didn't have much on these machines. Let me see. So contrast is 1001. Nope, not even close. 1200 lumens? No, not even close to 1200. I would say about 200 lumens maybe. It is 480 by 240. Under 600 by 800 res by a great deal. 240 by 240 by 480 by 240. Yeah, how low the res zone that is. That's super low. What were the X Plosses? X Plosses were 420p, or no, I think they were 480p. They were 480p. That's what the original X Plosses were. Sheesh. Look at the power lamp sources. 50 lumens. Yep. So, let me see. Let's find somebody with this projector. And it doesn't say if it's 1080p or 4K. What does it say on here? I love how they have outdoor. Has for children, for the rooms. It's good for a children's room. No, it's not even good for a children's projector. That projector's trash. It's not even good for that. It really isn't. It isn't good for that. It's good for skeet shooting. That's what it's good for. Something you can fire with a cannon and go at it with a shotgun. It's perfect for that. Definitely perfect. Good splatter effect. Other than that, no, it's not worth anything. I'm buying his because I need it. So, it doesn't make a difference. I need his. Oh, my goodness. Man, that's another these projectors. I'm buying his. So, if he sits at the end of the day, this guy's bad mouth on my channel. Buddy boy, I'm about to buy your projector to bring it over here to have some fun with it. I haven't had one of these in a long time. I need a good hearty laugh. All right, now, this is the Wonderwall, right? Wonderwall Discovery projector. Let's go on YouTube, and let's find this projector. All right, there it is right there. Oh, this is 14 years ago, these machines. Ah, there's a QVC commercial right there in the head. And it's a big 300. You can't get that. How are you going to get 300-inch screen out of 480? Are you can 480 by 240? There's no way in the world that's happening. No. So let's give you. I'm going to mute this because it's somebody else's video. There you go. That's actual screen size. The screen size was so tiny because if you try to basically, projectors that have a 480 by 240 resolution, if you try to blow it up, they go blurry. They go blurry quick on you. So mind, keep in mind, at 14 years ago, no, forget it. I can't even give it that. I want to say that's an advancement, but it's just not. Because you had projectors out there were far better than this. The lens was plastic. Now the guy's review is nice and all. I wasn't putting him down at all. Just the projectors are really, really bad. They were not good projectors. And there's your audio right there. You don't even have VGA. You have your volume, your color, and your contrast. That's basically about it. And that one hit right there. Your power button right there. That's basically about it. Mind you, look at the screen size. Let's look at that screen size real quickly, okay? Check out the screen size, right? Now you see how blurry it is? Yeah, because they're really bad. And getting the focus, all that was pretty bad. Let's go over here.
Here with us with our Discovery Kids toys
and what you just saw a few minutes ago.
When I met with you, we both were just like, what big kid, little kid wouldn't love this? Imagine being able to transform any wall in your home into a 10-foot movie screen, because that's what this does. It takes the images through the AV inputs, takes the images, and then shines them on the wall. So now, guess what you can do? You can take your home movies, you can take your favorite DVDs, your kids' video games, and they can actually enjoy them up on a 10-foot screen. You know, so funny, when I was a kid, I had a Super 8 projector. I did too. You had one of those? Little metal wheels. We just gave it ourselves. Yeah.
Lying through their teeth. They know they tested that projector.
And there's no sound, and I had to get like this close to the wall, and the image was about 6 inches wide. This is much more than that. It has sound, and really good sound, actually. And it's surprisingly good sound. You can also connect bigger speakers to it if you want. And the image, as you said, is absolutely amazing. And for moms and dads and grandparents, giving your child who loves gaming, let's face it, they all love gaming. It's great to do it on a computer. Okay, that's fun. Great to do it on a TV set. That's fun too. Imagine this 10-foot wide diagonal space. They're inside the game. When they're moving around.
Can't get 10-foot diagonal screen to begin with at 480 by 240. It's not going to work. It's not going to hurt. You can't expand it to that size. It's not going to happen. Gee whiz Louise.
Now they feel the movement of the game. I mean, that's really spectacular, and kids just go crazy over this. Yeah, and you know what? It's so simple. You don't have to hang a screen. You don't have to run any crazy wires. You don't have to have a professional install. No. You don't have to spend, listen, the big giant projector type screens. You can spend thousands of dollars on those. With this, I mean, it's $89.95. We're taking $10 off the price to celebrate Christmas in July. So take advantage of something that is truly, it's so much fun. Everything that you need comes in the box. All the connections, everything, the projector as well. All the instructions on how to use it. I appreciate that so much. And
oh my goodness.
Including the connector cable. Again, when you get home after you buy something, the last thing you want to do is to have to go back to the store and grab something. Yeah. This connects, and look how easy this is, how foolproof. On the side of the projector.
People just say, yeah, but they didn't have HDMI ports on games. Dreamcast didn't have an HDMI port. The Dreamcast had analog video, but you can go S-video jack, and you can basically get a converter to convert to VGA, because people were running through computer monitors. That's what we were doing with the Dreamcasts. They were getting an adapter that would allow you to run it through the computer monitor, which gave you a higher resolution. Xbox had them too. I still got my original Xbox converter that converts the analog, but the Xbox had a form of high definition because they had that blue, green, and I think red hookup. You can hook it up to a high definition TV, or for some people who wanted to go with VGA, you run through VGA. I was a monitor guy, so everything I had was running through computer monitors, the CRTs. So that's how you did it back then. But nobody hardly ever used the analog, because the analog was trash on your projector. They would either upgrade, use S video jacks, or they would just go the other route with the, if it had the ability for high definition TV, or most people would just get the VGAs. Because monitors were cheap. You can go to the store and get a monitor for like 20 bucks over at the thrift store and hook it up and be done. Much higher resolution.
You've got here 3 color outputs. So you've got yellow, red, and white. Look at that. The connectors. Yellow, red, and white. But they fit in. Even I can do this. Yep. And then they connect to the other side to either a DVD player or a gaming system or television. And that's one thing that's really exciting, by the way. Parents, if you're watching your television...
Can you imagine this guy trying to hook up one of them Sony rack systems? Like today, people have theater systems. It's just simple hookup. You got an optical, whatever you have, satellite, whatever. But if you came from the era where I came from, where you had the Pioneer, the Sony rack systems that had all those multiple components like 10 graphic equalizer, freaking preamp, amp, record player, dual cassette player, CD player when they had them at the time, all that. Like you had all these components stacked up and everything had to be locked into each other. They had to be daisy chained so sound can travel from this unit to that unit. Amp had to power all that. So imagine at that particular time, people who had audio systems that were hooked up like that. We literally were techs back then. Audio connoisseurs were what you have nowadays. It's pretty easy to hook up. You know, just boop, Bluetooth, easy. But back then, you had to operate a 10. Some people had 11. Some had 21 band equalizer. And we could do that. We could tone the sound just right where it was crystal clear because our ears were honed to hear that perfect sound. Now today, people don't know how to operate no equalizer like that. I can bring it. I got to do that. I got to bring in, go buy me an old rack system, take the whole thing apart, throw all the cables on the floor, and let my Gen Z family, I got some Gen Z in the family, put that thing together. Like here, put that together. Oh, they're going to be so confused. You look on the back of these things. These things had 20, 30 at least, especially if you got a good receiver. A good receiver would have like 30 of them back there waiting for you. Like all these freaking analog hookups in the back. And if you were cheap, you went with these cheap ones right here. If you wanted to spend the money, you go with Monster. The Monster cables in the back. Monster cables were expensive, but the sound was much, much clearer. And if you're running all your paper cone speakers, using 16 gauge, 18 gauge, gold or maybe copper, speaker wire, all that stuff, that thick copper cable. That's how you run everything. Now everything now is just Bluetooth. Easy. I'm gonna buy one of these. Not this, but I'm gonna buy one of these. But I'm gonna get a whole rack system, the whole thing, and like Gen Z, I like to challenge her once in a while. Like here, hook this thing up so it makes sound. It'll take all 8 of them to figure it out.
And the kids come in and they want to do gaming. Well, they're not going to kick you off, right? So they're going to be upset. You're going to be upset that
they're going to kick you off.
You basically have an additional television set in your house. Yeah. So you can continue watching your show, the kids can go to their room and do their gaming. Yeah. And there's no special wiring. You want to plug this into your camcorder.
You're going to be gaming like, where are you? I'm right here in front of you. I do not see you. I see a bush.
Turn it on and just point it towards the wall.
Now, did they show this thing on?
I want to remind everybody, I've got 290. That's all that we were able to secure this early in the season. It's only July.
Watch how dark this environment goes.
For Christmas. This projector can project on its back. Here's what that does. It projects on the ceiling. So a lot of parents, I know a lot of you out there, have trouble getting the kids to bed. Yeah. Sometimes getting your kids to bed is the most traumatizing, most traumatic time of the night. Because a lot of kids are afraid of the dark. We need to get kids to be excited about the dark. So, you bring this into their room, you can project whatever movie they want on the ceiling, and they're already lying down and ready to go to sleep.
I'm not trying to be rude here, but it just popped into my head. I got a bit of a dark sense of humor. I do have a dark sense of humor. And that thing was Bluetooth activated, man. At the end of the day, can you imagine your kids watching the movie and you switch it out to something horrible? I would literally do that to my little ones, I swear, at the end of the day, just for fun. I mean, it's like, oh, my bad, sorry, Bluetooth change, sorry, switch that back. Hit it with the fire stick, messing with them. All right, let me see. Now, let's turn this amazing projector into super bright, huge, giant screen, you know. Wow, can't wait to see this.
Projector, and you which comes with it. Comes with it. Hey,
People bought this thing, lie to you not. They bought it. This thing was trash. We're gonna get one. Do I have anything here to run an analog? Now look how bad that looks. Cause yeah, the resolution is so poor. If you were to go up to like 60, your screen would completely blur out. I don't care how much you try to adjust that little focus wheel, it's not going to work. Look how bad the image looks. Look how bad the color is.
So what you're looking at right there is only about 2 feet by 2 feet. Multiply that by 5. You're going to get...
Well, how about you do the whole thing on there so we can see it? I swear, they're lucky I couldn't get them on blast, because I swear, if I could call through, this is a long time ago, but if I could call through, they'd have to cut me off, because I was like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you basically put that on the big wall you have over there? I would love to see it on large, and me and my kids are just sitting there just waiting to see this. Oh, I'd put them on blast. They were like, dude, we got difficulty problems. I'm sorry, sir, but we have to reroute your call.
In a 10-foot movie screen. So if you're watching something like Toy Story or one of your favorite holiday movies, or if you're watching, maybe you've taken some of your old home videos and you put them on to, hey, listen.
The image is so bad. It is so bad. The candle is not even the wrong color too on top of that. That image, and look how in the dark they are. Jeez. Yeah. So as you can see how they lied to a bunch of people. And you saw the results of the projector. People on eBay and YouTube have the projector. This is what I'm talking about by trashy machines and people who influencing or have the power to influence are selling trash. Well, if they were right around the time here, Epson would have challenged them in court, and they should have. Congratulations, you, Epson. I got so much respect for Epson, it's not even funny. Got up there and challenged these companies at the end of the day. Because I knew iWall was fake. That's what that thing, I was like, oh, come on. I watched that presentation where they were at the trade show, and your lights are 21 feet in the air, and you're claiming blame on that? Talking about, well, our screen would look better. We didn't have these lights over top. You've got to be kidding me. Your screen would get murdered in here. It would get murdered. It lights ain't 21 feet in the air up in here. You would get murdered in here. Every demonstration I watched in the machines, always the lights were way up in the ceiling somewhere. Them screens are horrible. That projector is horrible. Mine, they got it set up. They got a screen and projector set up. Those projectors are god awful. They are. And then I watched in the booth where literally the hallway literally had more light than the booth had. The screen that was 150 inch was actually in a booth because it was higher to the ceiling. And he says, well, it looked much better once the firmware update. Oh my goodness. Are you freaking kidding me? And those projectors are not cheap. They're $5,000 projectors. They're not cheap. Those things are horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah. If you just bought one of those, if you have one of those projectors in your home, yeah, guess what? Da-da-da! Yeah, good luck trying to get your money back on that thing, because they're a headache to return. That's what I heard. People contact me and say, well, I got the, you got the what? Oh, I'm sorry, we can't sell you the product. And this new technology we're engineering, we don't support those things. So we only got one thing on there we'll support it, and it can't be black. And another black technology will support that stuff. So good luck. You just ostracize yourself out of the freaking projection community with that freaking nightmare. So I told you at the end of the day, people will sell you anything and lie about anything because you know darn well you're not getting no 10 by 10. If the image looks this bad, mind you, the more compressed the image is, the sharper it's going to become. So if they're at an image at 2 by 2 and it looks this blurry, what do you think a 10 by 10 is going to look like? And as he said, he got up there and lied and said you get this big, huge, giant image. They know that's a lie. They got to test all this stuff out. If this thing was doing a 10 by 10, amazing screen that size, why didn't they show it? Epson, thank you. That's why I said, which one gonna need to jump on board? All these big companies who make these projectors, these name brand projectors, need to go challenge these other new companies coming in. Yeah, brightness projector measures in lumens and tested according to the industrial standards. Oh man, I told you things were trash. Consumers and purchasers proceed to compare performance of the projectors, claiming and when brand such as Ford listed in the lawsuit. He lied about the whatchamacallits. Just like about that freaking range gain nonsense. I'm definitely taking the court. That's new too, buddy. You went on there. This guy called, we don't know him, but he has a place called Partay's Screen Paint Premium Paints. Literally went in and lied on the site. False information, misleading information, consumer fraud. Went in and posted on his site with PayPal shopping carts intact. Claimed that this product, if you painted it in a different direction, same paint, nothing added to it, nothing special, it changes its gain capabilities. And the gain he has on it are unrealistic gains. So, guess what? I challenge your company in court. And got you on recording saying if you paint it a fifth time, it gets slightly brighter. Well, I'm definitely challenging you in court. Definitely, definitely. Can't wait to see you. I don't need your address, buddy. I just need your website. I already got all that information already. Besides, your address was pinged a long time ago when they went through your website. So we got all that information. I'm going to see you in court. I'm definitely challenging you in court on that one. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. If you're caught mine, this is fraud at the end of the day. So this thing can get pretty serious. These companies get hit with massive fines. They have the attorneys to try to keep them out of jail. But mind you, if they keep you out of jail on this, you know the fines are going to be freaking ridiculous. They're going to hit them with heavy fines. These fines can reach up to millions of dollars. So it can get brutal. So again, we're doing this because I'm tired of people coming up with these fake specifications, these fake products at the end of the day. And again, if you want to sit there and say, well, what about me? What about me? I got a $500,000 contract floating around. How about you sign it, meet me in court? Oh, you don't want to sign it? All right, then go about your merry way. That's simple and plain. We got a contract we put out for ourselves. How many of you guys doing that? Put a contract on yourself for anyone to challenge your rain gain in court that you can't back it up. I bet you won't have it. There you go. Y'all can't back up your stuff. See, they can back up their stuff. Epson can back up their stuff. Their projectors do exactly what they do. I'm so happy about this. I didn't know they challenged that many people. I thought they just got Valve, but man, they've been busy. They've been busy. They've been knocking them out left and right, and that's what they need to do. They need to keep on pushing this forward. Because on my end, I'm pushing mine forward towards screen paints, which I'm willing. If I go to your site and I read through your stuff and it doesn't say I buy your stuff and it doesn't do exactly as it claims to do, then guess what? I'm going to ask you to basically enlighten me on this. I like to ask questions first before we go down that road, and I've asked this individual many questions. Matter of fact, we got it documented that we did contact him multiple times. I even talked to a customer who claimed to have had it. He couldn't tell me what it was. No one could tell us what this stuff was. And the reviews we saw, and mind you, gentlemen, parties that were involved, if this product is considered to be under a scam or false or misleading information to the consumers, every individual that was involved of selling or reviewing this product will be caught up in this nightmare. McAfee. Because you were caught in several demonstrations boosting this product, knowing that that particular theory on that product could not be supported. So that makes you an accompaniment, what are you going to say? You know what I'm talking about, to this whole entire thing. Jamie, you did a review on this product also too, so it brings you into also. Yep. So if you were caught, basically, at the guy in the UK, yeah, guess what? They can expedite you for the UA. It's big enough where basically they're going to bring in people, especially people who own the product, who purchased it. They can drag you from the UK here. All in one complaint. So we're challenging you in court. And we're not going to a consumer watch board and file a complaint. No, I'm going to court and filing against your website, and I'm bringing you in for court. That's what I'm doing. That's different. So what they're going to do is dig up your address. They're going to go first. They're going to go through your website. They go through your website provider, which is under Squarespace. They get the information they need from there. They can subpoena records, files, whatever they need, all that information. If you're paying for through your credit card, guess what? Your credit card needs a paper trail too on top of that. So guess what, buddy boy? We'll see you in court soon. And I'm challenging your company on that range game because I think it's fake. It's not real. You're just going to have to back it up that it is. And you can't. That's why you don't make up stuff at the end of the day. Yeah, any one of you gentlemen at the end of the day feel that Mr. Bird's products are not real? Well, guess what? Sign my contract. Oh, we don't want to sign the contract. Why won't we sign the contract? Oh, because Mr. Bird can back his stuff up 100%. That's what it comes down to. There you go. That's what it comes down to. You're afraid to sign my contract. But I am so happy with Epson. I am proud of them. At the end of the day, I hope we get more companies that do that. At the end of the day, lawsuit filed against Amazon, and that was one of the projectors we told you that which was trash. I was. Epson said a projector. Can't be doing that. People think it's a joke. We're saying, "Oh, you can't sue." Oh, yes, you can. Where the freak you think you can? This is how companies get in trouble to begin with. If you're driving, your brakes go out, and you slam into a vehicle, right? You get hurt pretty bad, right? They bring that company, the engineers, everybody involved in the making of those brakes in court to break all that down to figure out what the heck what happened. Why did these brakes do what they did? If it comes up that they lied about their brakes doing something that they couldn't do and stuck that on a box for somebody to get hurt, they're getting sued. They're liable for it. Yes, they can. Oh. They got Iowa. So Iowa was going in and saying that their correction white brightness specification on their LT TV or laser TV was 3,000 when actually it was only 2,000. I've seen me knocking him out. It is only 3,000. Yeah, that's why they were sitting there talking all that trash. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, we got the lights up in the ceiling. That's what's dimming our screen. No, your projector was 2,000 lumens and your light is with 3,000. Wow. Man, I tell you. See, name brands don't do that mess. You people want to go and get these bowl makers, movie makers, all these fake freaking projectors that then they get all hyped up on their freaking Kickstarter programs. Y'all getting ripped off. I told y'all were getting ripped off. I love it when big companies come in after I had these conversations with you, telling you what's going to happen, and it's right there. Gee whiz, man. That is freaking crazy. I told you, that's why we don't support them. They're fake machines. We told you that. And I had people get mad and argue with me and sit there and say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, that projector was on so and so and so. They did a great review on it and blah, 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 blah. That's really all I hear coming out of your mouth. And then Epson comes along. This is a major company. This is a name brand projection company. They make printers and all that crazy stuff. But it's a major company. They sued them and won. That's court documents, Race. That's public domain. It's out there everywhere saying their projectors were technically 2,000. They weren't no 3,000. That would explain when I kept saying, why are the screens so dim? And they kept saying, oh, it's the lights in the ceiling. That's why so you're an ultra short throw. You're right on top of the screen. There's no excuse for that bull at the end of the day. Now, can they get sued by saying that the projector has 2:1 contrast and it's going to pull an ultra black level? Well, that comes down to the screen when it comes to a name brand projector. But then again, like I said, once you hit a black screen, why would you even worrying about 2:1 contrast? You could turn that off. But gee whiz Louise, man, who has this projector? How many people have this projector right now? This is why you're stuck in the dark with this thing, because it doesn't register right. I told you projectors were trash. Trash. Oh, we got to come back in and talk about this. I had no idea Epson hit that many people at the end of the day. Whew. Okay, go pick me up an Epson projector. I've had a couple of Epsons already. I had the Epsons, the short ones. We had them, the small ones for $95. Them things are fantastic. They're super bright. The older ones are like $95. Are fantastic. I know the new ones are actually amazing. But yeah, unbelievable. Right there, right there, right there. This is why I tell you at the end of the day that you have to tell the truth about your products. You can't be up there lying about it. You're going to get caught sooner or later. It's going to happen. You're not going to get away with this. And the longer it takes for you to get caught, the worse of the consequences are going to be when they do catch you. Because it's going to show you were doing this for years. Now, mind you, we told him to change those specifications on his paint 2023. We told him to change it. We're in 2025, and he still has it on his site, which were everything we document. We documented that year. We had documentation in 2024. Now we have documentation again in 2025, showing he had 3 years where he had this nonsense on his site of lying to his consumers with a active PayPal shopping cart on the product. What are the consequences if your company is found guilty of consumer fraud? Fraud, abuse. It's a very serious charge. If someone challenges your company, you better be to back it up. So penalties can be really, really high. Let me see. Business fraud. This is what he committed, was business fraud. So we go file business fraud. I can't wait to be at this trial. I gotta hear this. I literally gotta hear what this stuff is, because we've been asking him for the longest time, and he's been refusing to tell me what this is. He's been refusing to tell me. Misrepresentation. Yeah, that's another one right there. Let me see. Let's just break it down this way. How much jail time can you get if your company is accused of consumer fraud? So you can get anywhere from a few months to several years in prison. We have it time stamped from 23, 24, and 25. Even reaching out multiple times of asking the individual, even the customer, about what this stuff is, and he didn't give us anything back whatsoever. We can even leave the longer sentences. So he can be roughly, if it's the first degree, he's about 5 years in jail, and that's a $10,000 fine. If it's third degree, several years in prison, $15,000 fine. Second degree is up to 10 years in jail and a $25,000 fine. You're going to get it. You're going to get a second degree, and I guarantee you, because we have 3 years of this. 3 years of this product. And mind you, if he sits there and says, well, you know, the guy never bought it. Oh, yeah, we did try to buy it. We tried to buy it several times. As a matter of fact, we have a track record showing that he canceled our order multiple times. Even pulled down his marketplace to try to hide it from us buying the product from him. And then even removed the entire state of Pennsylvania. You know how bad that's going to look for him in court, showing that he removed an entire state of Pennsylvania off every single shopping cart to keep us from buying it, to bring it over here to test it? That's not going to go well. That shows you have literally something to hide. Did you reach out to him? Yes, I did. I have it right here, confirmation. I emailed him multiple times. We went straight to his website, to his messaging board, reached out to him, and I actually found a customer over in the UK, Mr. Lee, who claimed he has the product, and we questioned him too also. What was the result of that? He blocked the comment section, so we couldn't speak to him. Does that sound like somebody can back something up? So it's going to be leaned toward him, and they're going to ask him, explain what this is and if it's real or not. Which I'm dying to see. See, if I can't get you to admit it to me what it is, then I'll just take you to court on it and challenge you. Because that's what I tried to do the first time. I tried to basically get him to tell me what this stuff is, and he couldn't tell me. So I'm going to take you to court on it. Now, you want to take me to court on FLE? I got tons of demonstrations on that stuff. Pull up before you customers have got that at the end of the day. Advanced ambient light rejection? Even AI knows it's in there. What about the ILEG technology, where we have a screen going through 6,000 Ks of light in a fully maxed out environment? You want to say that stuff doesn't work? You can't, because it does work. We have it documented. Where is the documentation on this gain range? So if you don't have it, guess what? This year, Mr. Danny, you're going to court. This year. Probably this summer, I'm going to have you in court. Because I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you on it. And I'm suing you for it, too, on top of that. So, see you in court soon. Range gain. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my entire life. There's no such thing as a range gain. Part ADV. See, philosopher, this is what you get when you make stuff up. Stop making things up. Can't go around doing that kind of stuff. Making things up. This will get you in a lot of trouble. That's why I tell people, be honest on your website when you're selling products. Let's see what we have here. Even the copyrights are fake. Screen paints. You know, is that black paint still sold out right over there? Yeah. That's what I told you at the end of the day. Yeah. Let's go click on one of these. This is an open shopping cart. 60 bucks he wants for the product. Right there. Gain range. Approximate gain range 0.8 to 0.85 can vary slightly based upon application technique. So, 2 gains out of 1 screen by paint on application. Let's click here. See here to start. Let's click on that. Let's see what we get. It's not in any of this. I read through all this stuff. It's supposed to be application technique to show you. It's supposed to be a video. And we've had people come in here and look through a site. We had dozens of people come in. As a matter of fact, he's posted to a forum site. So we've had people, it's called the Gain Range Challenge, and we had people go read through his site. And if we're wrong, and you don't believe what I'm saying, go read through the site. And they come back and like, yeah, this is bull. That's bull crap. It's nowhere on the site, nothing on there that says anything about this. So he lied about it. So guess what that means? You did the same thing that Valve did. Same thing that IWA did. All those projectors, when they did that nonsense and lied to consumers and told them that they were all this, that, and the other, and they weren't that at all, period, and ripped off people, that's what you did. So guess what? See you in court. I remember we didn't have these knockoff projectors. We didn't have these back in the day. We didn't have none of these. It was name brand projectors only. So if you went out and bought a projector, you got what you paid for. Now you got all this crap all over the internet, all this stuff. And a lot of, like I said, these merchants are at fault too because they allowed them in. They could have sat there and said, well, let me see. I got to see your specifications. Bring an expert on board to see exactly whether or not these projectors are doing. Test their machines before you allow them to come on there. And that's that greed, man. That's that Amazon greed. We don't care what you're selling at the end of the day. As long as you bring us money, it's all that matters. And the customers get ripped off of that nonsense. And that became a potential headache for my company. Because people would come in, they would buy the paint and then complain to me saying, oh, the paint came up too dark. It doesn't work. It came up too dark. It doesn't work. I said, what you mean it's too dark? It works perfectly fine over here. So I started buying their projectors. Oh, shoot. I noticed that the projectors don't read on their screens. And we've never advertised those projectors ever. You can't find a one demonstration I've ever advertised. I've had all name brand projectors in every single one of my demonstrations. So we've never used them. So when I got one over here, I bought one from a customer, that E8-man projector. I bought one of those projectors where I realized how bad these things were. And I go, wow, these things are awful. And that's why I started that whole thing on the blacklist about the fake projectors. That's why I started doing all that, doing research, finding out how many of these machines are tainted like this. And then when I found out how many they had, there was no way in the world we could name that many because there were so many coming out on these fake projectors that I just posted all the name brand projectors on our site. And these are the only things we support. If there's none on the list, we can't sell it. We can't sell the paint to you. That's how that got started. And these were major projectors. People bought that IWA projector. Not the IWA wasn't out around. It was the WeMax and the other projector against with an X. And it was the, oh, I forgot what the other one was named. Valve was one. I had the Valve projectors when they first came out. Before these guys and everybody else had them. The Valve came out a long time ago with it. But anyway, yeah. And people bought our paint without asking any questions. And the image came up dirty, which we have those images up there to show you why they do not work. In trade that we made them look like high grade silver that look much better than their white screen, and trade for the pictures, you know what I mean, to help them out. Because I could have easily sat there and said, well, we don't have to really give you anything because, you know, we have it right there. We don't support them. But I try to help people out. They pay money for our product. We make it high grade silver, and it works better than that white screen. As you see, high grade silver works better than the white screen. But anyway, yeah. Then we had to deal with that nightmare right there. So every once in a while, I get hit with the PayPal complaint. And I go look up and I go, okay, what am I going to hit with now? And it says right here, it says not as described. And I said, we got batch numbers on this stuff. It works perfectly fine. So I go in there and I look and then I'll see what the complaint is about. Didn't work well on my projector. Automatically, I know what it is. I said, contact PayPal and ask them to tell you what type of projector that they're using. And Amazon, whatchamacallit, will put that request out from us that we asked for. And it will come back as some 85, 47, 890 or some Saturn Black Star crap at the end of the day. I go, yeah, we don't support those projectors. And they'll say, do you have it noted on your site? Yes, I do. So they will put the link in. They go into the link. They see it right there. We have a whole policy there saying that we don't support these projectors. The only one we have is not on the list. And the reason why, and it is your claim. We don't support it. I don't have somebody arguing with, well, you should support them. They're good projectors. Well, why are you contacting me? If they're such a great projector, why are we even having this conversation? You should be enjoying your great projector. Why are you reaching out to me? Huh? There we go. Simple and plain. Enjoy your washed out colors. That's what you're contacting me about. Because every time you turn your lights on, your screen goes, doop, disappears. I had that conversation with somebody who was arguing with me like, what's a very good projector? You don't know what you're talking about. All right, I'm going to ask you a question. Why did you call me? What was the purpose of you picking up the phone? Did you call me up to waste my time to talk about a projector that you feel, Bill's fan, it's great, and I'm going to call him up about that? Why would you call me up? Finally gets down to it, says, well, I can't get the contrast over. We can't help you. That projector won't work on our stuff. That's mostly what it comes down to, contrast and being able to use the projector in a fully lit environment. We can't help you with that. If you went out and bought a cheap projector like a 720p, it looks great on the screen. Heck, our 720p projectors will knock out your projector at the end of the day. Man. The projectors are absolutely trash. And now you see influencers coming on now talking about how the projectors are trash. Too late for all that. You did a lot of that damage. You did. Because people believed in what you were saying on your channel and they went in. I'm not saying all influencers, no. But a majority did go in and get reviews on those projectors and made them projectors like there was something that they weren't. Now they want to come and say, well, it's not a really good projector, this, that, and the other. Oh, now we're changing tune. Unnamed brand projectors. Oh, put it a better way. Knock off unnamed brand projectors. See what pops up? We do. We pop up first because we were the ones who started those topics on why those projectors are absolutely trash. And then now some of these influencers started popping on and telling the truth about these machines. They're trash projectors. I'm telling y'all that. I've seen them on AVS forums. I've seen them on Projector Central, giving them good marks. At the end of the day, they're trash. This is all us right here, doing these reviews on these projectors, helping out the projector community. When you got people like Crow, and I hope you're in the room because I hope you hear this crystal clear, I watched your demonstration on that Valco, whatever that projector is called. I watched you promote that machine and say that it's a good projector, and the reason why it doesn't work on our products because our paints are scams. That's what you said, right? Here it is, Epson sued that company because the projector is a scam. Here it's been posted that they are basically one of the top projectors that are scams. Yeah. That guy will lie and just about anything he possibly can think of to try to make money off people. Look, that's us right there. Interviewing that projector. Remember when these came out? Yeah. Everybody was jumping on these. These projectors are fantastic. That YG300, that projector was trash. Trash. And we told you. Trash. This projector was claiming to be 15,000 lumens. How would that be possible? Do you know how big a 15,000 lumen projector is? They come in Roadhouse cases. They're huge. There's no way in the world possible. You couldn't even walk in front of 15,000 lumens. First things first, how are you walking in front of this thing? How? That's like going to the airport and strapping your face to one of them floodlights and turning it on. That's literally how bad it would be. You can't have projectors of that caliber in a home theater setup where someone can walk in front of one of these things because it would hurt somebody. That's why in the movie theater they have that thing way up in a booth, way up there. There's no way in the world you're going to walk in front of those things. There's no way in the world they could sell you a projector that way. It'd be impossible. And the lamps for that thing would be insanely expensive. Oh my goodness, man. And I just watched these freaking lumen counts are freaking berserk. So now you got more influencers coming on telling me how these projectors are trash. Yeah. After we came in a long time ago and told you this. See my dates right here? This is 2019, right? When we were talking about how trashy these projectors are. This is 2024. We've been to our timestamp dates even show 2021. We're talking about how bad these projectors were. Projectors are garbage, man. Now it's too late. You know why? Because there's too many in the system. If Amazon, eBay, them companies that were allowing people to come in and market those products, and for those who want to sit there and go, oh, they all came from China. Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't come from all from China. Oh, no. They might have been manufactured and made over there, because that's most of the stuff that's manufactured and made overseas anyway. But a lot of those factories that we purchased from were right here in the United States. Matter of fact, we got a lot of our stuff from California and Texas. Because there's no way in the world I'm going to sit there and wait like freaking a month on end to get a projector over. No, we ordered them right here in the United States. They might have been manufactured someplace else like everything else is, but we got them here. That was a U.S. company that shipped them things in. So with that being said, I had some people come and say, oh yeah, they came in from China. No. Majority of your parts you have right now sitting around and all the machinery and stuff you have here comes from overseas. That's where it comes from. It's manufactured overseas. It's made overseas. It's much cheaper. Over here, they may have a company that may assemble it. It may be assembled overseas. It may be assembled over here. But some of that stuff is sold right here in the United States. Because if it wasn't, it would take you forever to get that stuff over here. You have to hold up through customs. You have to go through that whole process. You ever seen somebody buy a car overseas? You know the headache of buying a vehicle from overseas? How that thing goes through customs? How long it takes? It's insane. I watched somebody do that one time on YouTube on basically buying cars and stuff from overseas, how crazy it was. But yeah, it would take you forever to get it. Literally would take you forever. Depending on what they stick it on too. Because if they stick it on a boat, you can wait forever for that one. You got a better chance with a plane. But yeah, they're manufactured. Parts and stuff are manufactured over there. It's much cheaper. And then over here, this is where you buy it from. Yeah, we got those projectors from within the United States. Florida, California, and Texas. I got some other places too I got it from. Actually, I got with Florida was easier because Florida was a lot more shorter distance. I rather prefer to get them from Florida because it's a much more shorter distance over here to Pennsylvania. But yeah, I got those things right within the States. And then with Amazon, basically going in and there we go. Before Amazon going and testing these projectors out and saying, hey, look, you know, we should test these machines out before we basically allow them to be sold. They don't do that. You know why? Because they're getting money. Meanwhile, consumers getting ripped off in the process.
Do not buy or use knockoff projectors. They are a scam. And the reason why they're a scam is because these projectors claim to have specifications that they do not have. The sad thing about this is projectors play a lot of the merchant sites such as Amazon and eBay and so forth, and customers who have never bought a projector before are pretty much taken in by these big bells and whistles that these projectors present. I've done a lot of testing on these projectors, and I warn people to stay away from them. They are not what they seem to be. Now,
been telling you that for the longest time. Stay away from them. So now it's gotten to the point where I told you that sooner or later they're going to come up with their own screens. I told you that. It's going to happen. They got their own screens now. Valve has their own screen. Valve has a light gray screen, which is the equivalent to any house paint you could find on the face of the planet. As a matter of fact, the guy who called himself something Phantom HD, he had that projector. He's the one that came at me telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. Yeah, that humble pie did you. I think he choked on it too a few times too. Came and tell you don't know what I'm talking about. He was talking about my NEC. My NEC is an old projector. It has a 4,000. It's higher than your projector at 3,000, and your projector is not even claiming what it is. That projector is 3,600 lumens. Actual 3,600 lumens. It's 6,000 lumens higher than a P2. But your projector claiming to be a whopping 6,000, which he was trying to tell me was, no, your projector is not 6,000. Your projector is 1,800. That's what your projector is. With a 3001 contrast. It's like they went back in time and took your projector and basically just gave it a new name on it, gave it a kick-started, repainted the wagon a different color. This is a new future wagon right here. This wagon levitates. That's what they did. You bought crap at the end of the day. So all that talk you were doing on your channel about how amazing this projector was, it was an old machine that they put a lot of hype behind it and gave you old parts. That's what they did, because that's pretty much what you have right there. It's not even 4K, because that's something that clip. I posted it where I had that conversation. So it's not even 4K. What the freak did you just buy for $3,700? You got ripped off. And then he turned around and he bought the screen to go with it. I'm like, oh my goodness. And he did this demonstration where he showed the difference between the screen and a white screen. I posted that thing on every forum site. There was nothing but laugh emojis coming back like, you gotta be kidding me. They want $800 for 100-inch screen that you can't tell the difference between a white and a gray screen? Are you kidding me? That is embarrassing. Yeah. Then all of a sudden he comes back in on my channel and goes, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it at the end of the day, because I sat there and had this conversation with you, and I told you what it was, and you try to come at me hard with some dumb nonsense. So block by. That's it. I ain't no time. There's nothing for you I'm going to listen to now out of your mouth. It's pointless. If I sat there and had this conversation with you, telling you about these machines and why you're wrong on this, and you're going to sit back and say, well, I'm blah, blah, blah. As long as I bring the evidence in the back of my theory and what I'm talking about, and I can prove it 100%, which means I got that right out of the horse's mouth about those 1080p projector being 1080p, that's the end of it right there. You have nothing else to say to me, especially when you want to insult me in the process. Now, if you want to talk to me like a colleague at the end of the day, and let's share intellectual thoughts at the end of the day, let's enlighten each other's intelligence, but you want to come at me and treat me like I'm a small child, I don't know jack. So guess what? Anything you say after that, I got nothing to say to you. Good day, goodbye. And I move on. You're wasting my time. I got things to do. So, the hurt piece for him is when he found out that Epson sued him, because they lied again, and they got busted. And Epson made it public domain, so everybody can read about what happened. So anybody was on his projectors bragging at the end of the day how their machines were doing so and so and so, enjoy your large slice of humble pie. And try not to choke while you're consuming this. There's some large nuts in there, and glass, and bricks, all that. Hope you got a defibrillator sitting around, because you're definitely going to need one of those. These projectors are garbage. People, when I bought this projector, and I feel sorry for the people who, first time buying a projector, I feel sorry for them, because they don't know. They really don't know. But then you got people at the end of the day that do know, and they still hype those machines up. Garbage projector. By the way, that's not the projector, that's ours. That right there is a Christie LW505 hitting that screen. Those projectors can never hit that. That's a 505, baby. 505 up there. The big boy. The 505. Up there right now. But no, it's not their projector. See right here? Gentlemen, you see that collection of projectors right there? This is what you got to have to know what you're talking about when it comes to projectors. Not one or two machines at the end of the day. See these high-end venue projectors we have up here? Not one or two machines. And they're like, I know you don't know jack. Because you haven't had enough projectors to even know. You got the same stuff. The same stuff that you just show off day after day. Nothing new. Look at that. Look at the lens. You can tell the lens is plastic. That's supposed to be 15,000 lumens. That's when I bought it. It claimed to be 15,000 lumens. I was like, you have got to be mad. Yeah, you don't have enough projectors. I've seen your videos. They're like the same type cast machine over and over again. Get it together. Ugh, man. Trash projectors. Trash projectors. Trash projectors. Told you I'll open the door. Stop buying the machines. Let me see. Knock off projectors. Unnamed brand. Let's get unnamed brand. Unnamed brand projectors. Not unnamed brand. Unnamed. Unnamed. See? This is all us. This is me. This is all me. Talking about them trashy projectors. 15,000 lumens. Ooh, man. Yeah, because when I ask people questions and I go, all right, what's your lumens on your projector? And you're giving me some 15,000, automatically know you don't have it. You don't, there's no way in the world. Do you know how bright 15,000 projector is? There's no way in the world you're running that inside your house. You walk in front of that, your retinas will look like Raiden from freaking Mortal Kombat. You think 3,000 hertz? I've walked in front of 3,000 projector. That sucker's hurt. 4,000, done at 5,000. You're talking about 15,000 lumens. No, you're not. You don't have that in your home. Your kids couldn't even walk in front of that. Your kids, your pets, whatever, you have all kinds of freaking retina damage going on. There's no way in the world. And people saying it. Now you have a company and you're running 15,000. Pretty much it's going off into the distance somewhere where it's going lens shift. You most likely it's lens shift. Because lens shift, you can drop the projector high up in the air, bring the image down, and just drop the image down. You're not even being affected by the lumens. They're not even striking you. So I cannot say this enough. And this is what I'm going to say. A policy under a new technology. You know darn well we do not support these machines. If you do not read through the policy, which is right there on the site, and you buy that our paint anyway, knowing you own one of these machines, you're stuck with it. That's it. Because you think that at the end of the day, that you sit there and do all this research on these projectors showing you why, and then put these policies onto the website to ensure you that it's not going to work, and you take the time to want to test out, you want to play Mr. Scientist at the end of the day, because people do that, and thinking that your projector, we don't know what we're talking about, and your projector is basically supposed to do what it's supposed to do, and it doesn't work out, there's no way in the world you can win that claim. You can go over to PayPal, because we've had this before. Somebody came in, we said, no, we won't support it. Not besides the 8-man nonsense. We don't want to support it. We don't support that machine. Well, you should support that machine. You should support all. We don't support that because them projectors are crap. They don't work. I'm trying to be respectful at the end of the day. But now I got to tell you projector's trash, because that's what it is. It's trash. Now they get offensive, they get mad. You don't know what you're talking about. This, that, and the other. It's your paint that's having a problem. So and so and so. Do you have any idea how bad this would be for you if we walked that into a courtroom, how badly you would lose that claim? We tell you if it doesn't work on our paint because we tested this already. We go into court, I told you, for wasting my time, it's going to cost you money. I'm going to sue the crap out of you for wasting my time. This is time I could be out doing something else productive. I got things to do. I'm a busy person. You waste anyone's time who's busy and got things to do, they're going to countersue you. That's what's going to happen for wasting their time. Because time is money, and you cost me time and money. Money I can get back, time I can't. So you got to pay for that. So if I tell you this, it doesn't work. That's why we have the policy there. We get people who will literally get mad and upset with me and go, oh, you know, you don't want to believe this. Hey, look, you've been brainwashed by this freaking projector madness over here at the end of the day. Don't drag me into this. If I tell you if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's like trying to convince someone, and I'm pretty sure mechanics have had this argument before, on people sticking other parts from other cars on other cars. Are not supposed to be on that car. And I go, no, but it'll work. So no. You do this, it's gonna go wrong and damage your machine. You're gonna make it even worse. Like, you can't do that. I'm pretty sure mechanics have had this argument. I'm pretty sure people have done inspections on people's kitchens and bathrooms. Like, you can't really put that with that because it's not gonna work right. I'm pretty sure people have had these conversations. You will have this particular customers out of the cut, and I've had this conversation. Well, I'll take you to court, this, that, and the other. No, and I'll prove that. You know, I mean, it's your paint. All right, no problem, fine. You want to go down that road, but just let you know that if I waste my time to go in for all this nonsense, I'm going to sue you for this amount of money. And then that's the end of the conversation. There you go. Because your projector is a fake. It's a knockoff. It's not the real deal. I can literally bring in an expert on projectors to tell you that your machine is not cut and designed to do exactly what it's designed to do. There's no way in the world you're getting 5,000 lumens. You're not getting that. You seen the lamp on a 5,000 projector? These projectors are tiny. They have these fake knockoff machines. There's no way in the world. No way in the world possible. So if you buy that product, our product, and you got one of these knockoff machines, at the end of the day, read through our policy. It clearly states in our policy that we do not support these machines in any way whatsoever. If you do buy it, then you're stuck. I'm not taking extra money out of my pocket to fix the problem that I told you not to do to begin with. because I've done that in the past. I've taken extra money. That cost me money at the end of the day. I got to make a silver product. We got to pay for the containers, the product, and everything, and the reshipping to send it back out to you. That cost me money for something that you could have easily gone to my page and not like unlike these jokers who can't back their stuff up or put fake specifications. Their stuff is all backed up because it's backed up through testing. You want to challenge my specification sheet? Knock yourself out. Because every time I test the screen, I write down what the screen has done from our test. We can back everything up. So I write everything in there. So your job is to go in and read through the specification sheet. That's what you do. Read through it. All right, he doesn't support this projector. It's not on the list. Let me go contact him and see if he can find me something or if he knows somebody that has this projector. That's what my good customers do. They'll contact me and go, hey, Mr. Bird, I don't want to spend a lot of money, but my projector's a knockoff. I know it's not going to work with your paint. What do you suggest? All right, what would you like? You need ultra short throw. Do you need a long throw projector? What's your environment? And you have this. Well, we got plenty of room in the back. We can use the long throw we want, but I prefer to have an ultra short throw. All right, I know plenty of merchants have ultra short throws. Go get their projector, they buy our paint, and you watch the video demonstration of our product right there on YouTube. Boom! Right there. Those are the customers we work with. But then you're always going to get a customer at the end of the day that's not going to be nice to you. He's going to sit there and go, well, you know, I feel my projector 100% does what it does, and I think your paint should do what it does. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. I'm going to explain something real quick. The worst customer that we do not do business with, if you give me any indication that you're one of these customers, I ain't selling you jack. Ever. I mean, I won't sell you a screen, nothing, ever. These are the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst are the ones that want the best of both worlds. They expect for a screen to read 100% contrast, but they want the white levels to be 100% white at the same time. So they want the white levels of a white screen, but they want the black contrast of a black screen. They don't want the sacrifice field. You're going to have the sacrifice field. Whatever screen you get, whether it be charcoal, whether it be this stuff we have up here. We did a demonstration on a projector hitting this screen over here. This everyday gray primer didn't read for jack at all. It came up dark and dirty. You're going to have a sacrifice field. You have to show testing. This is why the black on black tests are very important. You should have gray on gray. And gray on gray, you should not be showing colors. You'd be showing contrast only, because that's the one problem you have is contrast in fully lit environments. So with that being said, we have to have all these tests back and showing that the product does. When we do black paint, we have to make sure that our products do not fall in the line of black paint where it comes up so dark you can't make out the screen. And that was the case, and it came out that way. That means all the customers and people that are showing demonstrations on our products, it wouldn't work. Which again, customer testimonies in court against individuals who did dumb stuff, which we challenge you in court. Yeah, I know why you leave. It scares you. It should scare you. It should scare you. It should be something you should be thinking about every single day about you seeing Mr. Bird's face in a courtroom. That is going to be scary. Very scary. Because again, and you know you made things up, right? Right? So then you know you're getting sued. That's all to it. Easy, cheesy, and cheesy. That's all. Just got to back up what you said. That's all. Yeah, it scares you. I know it does. But anyway, this mess right here, these fake knockoffs, garbage. All garbage. All garbage. Now, I would advise if we see something new, because I haven't tested every name brand projector. There's some interesting ones out there. I've seen some ones over in Germany I was looking at. Those things actually work like that. This one right here. This is a projector that's Maxonic. This thing works. It works on everything we run it on. It works on the desk. It works on the screen. Right? This projector works. Unfortunately, they don't make bigger versions of these, which I wish they did, because this thing actually works. It works perfectly fine. It just happens to be one of those projectors that run on our stuff. And what the guy, one of the guys in the gunmetal demonstration, he got a WeMax 300 to work on a Black Widow. I'm like, what in the world? I'm staring. I'm like, 300 lumen WeMax projector. He got it to run on one of our darker gunmetals. I'm sitting there like, what in the world? Like, how do I get that to? And it ran perfectly. I don't know how, but it did. Could we put it on the list? No, we can't still put it on the list because we have to have a lot of testing on it to prove that. Maybe you can go by that, but we still can't put it on there. Still a risk taker at the end of the day, but he did it. He got it to work. It came up crystal clear. It showed an improvement. So, no, not yet. We have to get one of those and do some thorough testing on it, but no, I just want to spend the money on something knockoff. I really don't. Kaboom! Get that out of there. We don't need that in there. It's not even necessary to have that in there. Let me see. All right, so I got to go back in. I got much to do. How much time did we kill here? We weren't supposed to kill that much time. We got things to do. I got to giddy up, man. Giddy up. Let it all get. It's time. I got to go. Got things to take care of. Do, 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 do. I got things to do today, people. I got to finish the bottom of my cabinets. Get them done. Get them finished. I got the new coating coming in this week to finish off these screens. That new Black Star technology is going to look absolutely smashing. I'm going to be talking like that for a while. For some reason, I'm hooked on this freaking TV show called The IT Crowd. I know it's an old one, but I like it, man. I never watched it before. It's funny as I don't know what, man. I cannot stop laughing on it. And it's a British humor. You know. British people, at the end of the day, if you find me every once in a while talking like you, I'm not mocking you. I actually adore your accents. I do. I adore their accents. I do. I do that. Hopefully I pick up on it. I'm planning to go to England soon, so I hope I pick up on it. I adore their accents. I do. I have a friend of mine. She's from England. I adore their accents. I like how they have different terms of saying different things. On how we say something, they say it completely different. That's what I find interesting. Bada water. I like how they say water. I love how they say water. But anyway, yeah. It's funny because they say water interesting. People from Boston say it differently. People from Louisiana, if I'm saying it correctly. People from Orleans, they have that kind of an accent to it. It's crazy, but it's awesome. They say water. There's a guy, he's from Orleans, and he was breaking down like how they say certain things like store, pencil, laundromat, stuff like that. And what he was doing, he was going on YouTube how the internet community was saying how they talk, and he was saying it back like, you know what, we do say it like that. That's crazy. I never thought about that. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Even North Carolina. I got family in North Carolina. Yep. They all have accents. When you come over, listen to a talk. I'm like, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. You have an accent like that. Yep. Even Australians have amazing accents. It's different. But I like the English. I like England. I like their accents. I do. I like hearing them talk. Oh, man. So if you hear me talking like that, and I'm mocking you, I just like the way you talk. That's all. I'll spend some time in there. Hopefully I pick it up. I wouldn't even change it. I love it. All right. Let me see. We covered everything. Now, like I said, if a video goes missing, I get rid of it. It's not because we're hiding anything. It's because I don't like the video. That's all. I just don't like it. You have a bunch of people on it, don't like the video. You don't. I think we should just do more productive. I think I was productive today. I'm happy with this one. Because we talked about knockoff machines. And that's what needs to be talked about. We talked about a $6 projector coming in. Man, do I think this thing's going to work? It's $7, man. It's $7. I'm trying to get in the mind of somebody would sell a $7 projector. Would it work? I don't know. I'll tell you if I don't know. I hope it does. That'd be nice, but it's like $7. If it doesn't and it's broken, they show it's a broken machine, I'd put a complaint against them. That's basically about it. Would I basically file for $7? No. That's pointless. Why would I file for $7? No, I'm good on that. I spent $500 for this projector. Chrissy LX 700. I bought this projector. It's from a Goodwill community. That's what I bought for Goodwill. Sometimes they put projectors out. And you know where the money goes to. The money goes out to help out other people at the end of the day. But I don't think they tested the projector correctly, because when I got it, it had these red lines all through it. And that means that something was damaged in the back of the projector. Now, I could have gone in and I could have basically filed a complaint and got my $500 back, but I didn't. I kept it. because the money wanted something good. That's the reason why I'm getting in this business anyway. So I can basically donate money and help other people out. So there's no point in basically asking for the money back. They could keep it, didn't care. I just figured out how to fix the projector, but I ended up giving it away anyway. I gave it to a church. They said they could fix it. They knew what was wrong with it. They said they could fix it, so I gave it to them. I gave my sister's projectors. I gave their friends projectors. I gave projectors out to everybody. Yeah, what I wanted to do was get rid of all the venues because we don't need them. We did all our testing on them. We're good. And just basically start from scratch all over again and build right back up again. But this time I want to do it at a challenge. Only $200 is only what I'm allowed to spend for a projector. That's it. And I got a projector I want to hook up with Band-Aids. I want to put a big sticker Band-Aid. Oh, I'm going to hook this thing up. It's going to glow in the dark and everything. It is going to be my retro punk projector. I'm going to take it with me every time I'm on site. It's going to look crazy looking, man. I have some Mega Man action figures glued on there. Oh, maybe some Dragon Ball Z. The fight scene's going to be pretty cool. A lot of stickers on it, stuff like that. I want it to look really, really, really interesting. So, you know, you go to different sites and expos and stuff, and everybody's got these high-end, sleek-looking projectors and all. And my projector looks like that. Yeah, Trojan horse. You know, the whole theory behind that. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's going to be absolutely amazing. They don't even know if the screen's black or not, because we're going to have a casing that goes over top the screen that makes like a white screen. Yep. A new high-tech white screen with our projector. And they're going to look at that and go, wow, look at that piece of crap, man. Look how old that projector is. Man, that thing's a freaking paperweight. Yeah, the Snickers and the laugh and all that stuff like that. But why does he have these scaffolds with all these lights in here? Nah, you just don't know. There you go. There you go. You got to have fun when you have technology that does that kind of stuff. You got to have fun with it. You got to have fun. So, I mean, I want them to come and take a look at it all as a joke. I have no idea what's going on. The lights power on. Let that booth get nice and bright. Brighter than everybody else's booth. I would suggest you not being next to my booth at the end of the day when I fire mine up, because your screen may wash up from our lights. So you might want to move it way over there if you're worried about lights in the ceiling touching them. And that thing will have a halo system sitting on top of it, which would make it even more of an impact. And we fire up to bring the screen up, which is all black. They know who we are. We're the only ones with that black technology on that level. Oh yeah, I cannot wait. They're going to know exactly who we are. They know who we are anyway. I guarantee that most people on forum sites know about our black technology and some of this paint out here right now. Yep, lift that screen up, they automatically know from the door. Fire that projector up, and that's it. That's all she wrote. I have a machine that's far cheaper than yours. I have a screen that costs far less than yours. It can perform at 10 times more light than your screen can perform in. It can outmatch your screen on every freaking level. And I would advise you, do not take your sample sheet and stick it against that screen, because you literally going to make your company implode. Because that's going to be a black ad tech up there. They're designed to do far more than what this technology. That's what I'm taking with me, a black ad tech. Think of the name of it. The name, ILEG. Black ad tech. Well, let's get out of here. We got things to do. I do miss the days of challenge. I do. I do miss going to people's sites and buying their stuff and watching them cancel out and move their websites and all that stuff. I miss that stuff. I really do. Now we have no one to challenge us. No one. Unless there's somebody I missed. I think when I'm out in the park today, I'm going to go through my phone. I'm going to go through YouTube and see if we've missed anybody. Because I got this new technology coming out, and this stuff can eat through that much light, and I need challenges for that thing. So, if you're out there making a screen paint, oh, they can't mention our name. Dang, now, because we can't just go after anybody. You can't do that. They have to mention us. They have to challenge us. That's the only way that works. And the other guy, Williams, you can't sell jack at all, period, because we did give you the option to sell. We told him that he had until, what, something like January or something. We told him he can't sell his paint. Literally told him he can't sell it. He talked a lot of trash at the end of the day, thinking his product was better. I told him he can't sell his paint at all, period. I haven't found you on eBay. I haven't found you any listing tech. You don't even basically show off the mixture and how it's made. Why? Because they're afraid we'll get our hands on it and take his stuff out. And I will. I'll put it through a whole lot of testing. If you had that stuff out for this long and you haven't done any testing, there's nothing on your product, and there's no testing at all, period. Testing should have came out the first minute the paint was showed. Should have seen that from the door. Pointing to a ceiling, it's a screen. The screen's coming out way too dark, by the way. It's dirty. But pointing to a ceiling doesn't mean jack. There's a ton of testing you're missing. You better pray I never get my hands on it, or none of my people get our hands on that paint and get it over here. Because I'm going to put you against an ad tech. Any screen now is going to go against a black ad tech or this new technology. We have to eat someone. We just, oh man, we got the invisible version of a black star too. Black star has an invisible version of that eats sunlight. That's something else. That's a future project we're working on. That's for something else. I'm going to check eBay real quick. Every once in a while, I'll pop on here and see if we can find something new to challenge. We've been through eBay already. Oh, eBay projection screen paints. I've had everything on here, so eBay. There's nothing on Amazon. Amazon has Goose Screen, paint on screens. That's pretty much it, and smarter surfaces, which we've done all those already. We've done all these already. So I've had his paint already. Had his paint already. Had Goose Screen. Actually, had Goose Screen's top screen paint, which is called Dark something Dark Magnum's a little darker one. They had we had their screen paints over here already. Paint on screens, had theirs too. Smarter surfaces, had theirs too. We had everything on here. Had all this stuff already. Do you know how easy it would be for us to go in and shut down eBay? Like literally, I can drop my paint on this site right now, and I could buy everybody on here and put them against my product, take their stuff out just like that, and dominate eBay right now. There's nobody else on there right now. We could literally dominate that page right now. How many of those screens do you think will eat through a halo system in a fully lit environment? None of them will. Mind you, we've already had Goose Screen. I had one of their top screens over here. We already had paint on screens. We did their top screens too over here. We did their darkest screens, which is the best screens they have. So we could literally right now line up, come up on here and dominate everything on here. We can even put a challenge right in the bottom of our page. Right there. Buy $500,000 contract right there. Anybody wants to challenge me in court, let's do this. We can shut that whole page out. We can actually control the whole page if we want to. Now, the reason why I won't, I don't like eBay. eBay did me dirty when I used to sell toys. They did me really dirty. Didn't like them at all, period. eBay gives you no control. They charge you a nickel dime you on every little thing. That's one of the things I went through when I was selling toys on eBay. They will nickel and dime you on every little thing and charge you a fee for anything you could possibly think of. And you know, if you did business on eBay, you know what I'm talking about. They will strike you down for the dumbest stuff. So you get 2 complaints. Somebody files a couple of false complaints against you. You can win the complaints, and I've won complaints on there left and right. You can win the complaint. They'll still penalize you for that nonsense. But you're supposed to go through like a 6-month period time where you're not supposed to have any complaints at all whatsoever. Tell me what a freak that's even possible. And if you get any complaints within that 6 months time, that means that even if you win all of them, so you won every single one of them, you still can have your account reduced. So you can at one point, mind you don't start off selling 10,000, 20,000 from the door. You got to earn that. So you start off with roughly maybe $200. That's all they give you. You can sell $200 of a bunch of teams, or you can sell one item at $200. Once you start building up and you've sold enough items, then you can start giving you your benefits. Then you hit 500, then it's 700, then 1,000, then 2,000, then 5,000, then 10,000. But say in between that time of that 6-month period that you have a dispute with someone and you win the dispute, they can basically drop you all the way down to 200, regardless if you have items already on the site that you already paid for to put them up there, because you got to pay for the little marketplace you want to put up there. They can drop you all the way down to $200 and remove stuff off your site. That's why I don't do eBay. I do my own site. Because on my own site, I have more control, more power. They don't have to pay them any fees at the end of the day. I keep that for myself. I don't have to go through any of that nonsense whatsoever. I don't like their policy. So that's why I said when I got my company off the ground, I'm going to use eBay to sell vintage toys to get my business off the ground. That's what I did. So we don't need eBay anymore. No, I don't even have to touch eBay. I can literally put a product up here and make it. You can't sell it. You can't buy it. And I can use in the picture slideshows of each one of these of us basically showing the comparison. Oh, ain't a bad idea. I could advertise off here. I literally could. But no, it's not. There's no purpose at all, period. None of these people have ever mentioned my name ever. So that would be bullying tactics at the end of the day. Even though it's competition in business, it's still bullying tactic. Each one of these companies have a right to make their money, and they do, run their company. It's only fair. But we could. But this is all it's on here for screen paint. That's all glue screen. What do we have here? Glue screen.
Okay,
There you go, glue screen right there. I back up everything I say. That's what I do. That's what I do, people. That's what I do. I've had the top screen. So they have a screen, something called something max. I got it already. I tested it already. Did it already. That's the best of the best. And if I'm going towards your product, I want the very best thing that you have to offer. Right there. Did it already. Been there and done it. Smarter surface, did it already. Paint on screens, did it already. Been there, did it already. That's their best. That's the best product that they have, and we were able to take it with no problem. You don't think I'm just making stuff off the top of my head? You get sued for that. That's crazy. No, you can back that up. That's the best that they have. That's what I asked for. What's the darkest paint that they have? They can offer me. That's their product in the middle of my screen. That product right there is a conversation I had with them on the phone. Very nice people, by the way. But a conversation on the phone. That is supposed to be the darkest product they make. They use it in Disney World. They use it to produce heavy contrast levels, all that stuff. Yeah. Our technology would be more advanced than that because our technology is actual black. So that's what our technology is. That's a glue screen. So if that is the best that they have, that means everything they have in their category would be obsolete to our technology because, again, we could take out their best. Been there and done it already. I do like their portfolios, though. They're real nice. So right there, I can't even match our screen's color levels. So that means that on here, there's nothing here for us on it because we can literally wipe out anything they have. Look at the price on that. We think we're expensive at the end of the day. Interesting. So that's glue stream right there. Let's see. Paint on screens. Somebody told me about this company. They said, hey, I got this company called Paint on Screens. You ever heard it before? I said, not really. And it's like, well, you know, they've got this really dark screen paint. You gotta put it against your product. I'm curious what would happen. It's okay. Challenge accepted. There it is, right there. See? Good screen. Did them already. Two years ago. So I've been to that screen 2 years ago. I streamed it 2 years ago. Okie dokie. Right there. Good screen again. Testing them again. And another demonstration. And window light. Sitting back 18 feet from the screen. Test it again. Good screen again. Tested them again. So yeah, I thoroughly test multiple demonstrations, multiple tests on their products versus our advanced ambient light rejection black technology. Okay, let me see what we got here. I'm gonna go with so pretty much what you have in screen paints on the left, you have the goo screen, you have paint on screens, you have rocks which don't exist anymore. Crow's product is obsolete now. It doesn't work anymore. It's gone. We got plenty of testing on his stuff too here on top of that. Partay's product, we know it doesn't work because we have the cancellations that are removing 12 million people in the state of Pennsylvania, which I still have people in Pennsylvania going to a site finding out they've been blocked. So that's Crow's Metallica Mix 2.0 up front and personal. Just watching it. There you go. Just regular everyday paint. That's all. There's stuff over here too. Here we go. Paint on screens. There's two. See right there? There's my receipt. What does it say right there? Paint on screens. So we had their product here too. So when I tell you that there's nothing left, we've done paint on screens, we've done goo screens, we had elite screens, we had black diamond, we had DNP supernova, we had Vivitech, we had all that stuff. Everything is logged into my system over here. Elite screens on so many levels, it's not even funny. I tested all that stuff already. And then this other guy who has this black paint, whatever he has at the end of the day, that stuff is a joke. Because again, we told him he can't sell the paint, and he can't sell the paint. He literally can't put it on the website now. So if you can't put it on, then that means your product doesn't work. Because I wish somebody told me at the end of the day I could put my paint somewhere. I go anywhere I want. So that product doesn't work at all, period. So what do you have left, honestly? White projection screens? Please, we crush those all day long. What's left? What is left for us right now? I go on my phone and I look for companies. I found a company all the way over in Ireland called Smarter Surfaces, and we bought it over here. We search for screens to find something to challenge our technology. There's nothing else. There's paint on screens right there. That's where we purchased it from. They're the ones who make that paint right there. See? Paint on screens. We just looked at that right there. There we go. Yeah, been there. I had this company already. I went and got their best of the best. Matter of fact, they were nice enough to send me a gray, a light one, and their darkest one they have. Isn't that interesting? This is the darkest one they have right here. These are their selection, the sample sheets they have. That's the darkest one they have.
It's gunmetal. That's what it's supposed to be. Gunmetal.
It's not black. It's gunmetal. It's very light gunmetal with that too on top of that. See? That's a black screen. So when I had the conversation with them, they said they actually have a black paint. Because that's what I was looking at. I said, you have a black paint? They said, yeah. So I go to put against our black paint. See, notice my screen. Look at that real quick. Hold on. Let's go back as I'm turning around. Something you don't see in people's demonstrations, never. Watch this. You see that right there? What's going on in that room? Hey, is it my screen on? This is my screen right there on, right? Projector sitting 18 feet back here. We got a lot of window light coming in at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. Y'all can't do that. Because y'all stuff don't work.
dark black chances are that's not going to match with any way whatsoever with contrast colors. That's how
Screen is gray, not black. Some people don't know their colors levels. They think because, like I said, they're going to old tradition. Old tradition, when screens were really dark gray, they were considered to be black back then, before actual black screens came up on the market, which would be us. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. So yeah, did I do their screen too? Yeah, I did theirs too. On top of that, they're the darkest one they had to offer. I went for the best of the best. Let's see about Smarter Surface, because Smarter Surface is on there too, right? You got Smarter Surface on there. There's another one. So we got this one right here. We got Smarter Surface. Let me see Smarter Surfaces. Smarter Surfaces projection screens. Oh, I can't wait to put them into a Halo system. Soon. Halo system. There's this one over in the garage. Let me see. So this is the reason why when I tell someone that they're banned and there's no place you can go, I'm dead serious on that. We have tested everybody. I'm a person of challenge. You've noticed that already. What I do to myself on a daily basis, I constantly challenge myself. I constantly want the best of everything, right? So if I want the best, that means I'm going to go after every screen I can get my hands on. I will not deny myself that pleasure of not having the ability to be able to take that screen on. I'm that type of person. So if I'm that type of person, that means when I tell you there's nothing left for us, there's nothing left for us. The only thing I can see right now in the picture is that black diamond, black version. That's the only thing I see. But from what I've read already, and when I'm talking to sales reps down there on the screen, they only sell it to companies. It requires an 8,000 projector, which means we can take it at 8,000. If it takes 8,000 to run, and from the demonstration I see, they're not sitting in our environments, and they do not have a Halo system sitting on top of that screen. On top of that, they can't absorb sunlight, which means a black ad tech can do it. They can't. Ha ha ha. Look at the naysayers in there talking about, we'll find something that will take your screen. You can't even catch up to my match or better demonstrations. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many match and better demonstrations we have? Did you ever look at them? On how many we have? Did you ever go do one of my test sites and see how much tests we do? You can't even catch up to anything we have right now. We're still expanding. You are so far behind. You're still in the stage of home. You're in home right now, which means you're in home in the dark doing demonstration with shades on. When I was in the home doing demonstrations, we were doing ceilings with the lights on. We were doing screens in bays of windows. We were doing giant screens outside. That's what we're doing. Our home demonstrations advanced here. We're in commercial now. So now we're doing commercial demonstrations. That's a huge difference from home. You're going to have to catch up with me at home and commercial now, which you can't do. You're too far behind. You don't have enough information or ability to do rear projection technology. You know nothing about projector mapping, and half the stuff we do you don't know anything about. So how would you ever catch up? You're too far behind. That's why some of you have already given up. Some of you were trying to keep up in the race. Well, we've been running a long time before you, and you're trying to catch up to me. We didn't start at the finish. We didn't start at the starting line at the same time. No, I've been running that race a long time ago. You guys just saw me decide, hey, I'm going to try to keep up to this guy. Let me run along with him. Let me see if I can keep up with him. Man, you got to be kidding me. You guys burned out. Your lungs filled up with hot air. You're sitting there on the side of the road with your hands on your kneecaps trying to gasp for air, and we're still running. That's what you just did. In business, this is how it works. You have to be able to finish the race, and you have to be to outlast it. You have to be. You don't have the stamina to do it. Good thing you didn't decide to basically throw one of those gaffling hooks on us at the end of the day so you can drag yourself behind the back of us. Man, we'd have dragged you all over the place. Can't keep up to us. No. See these demonstrations right here? You couldn't even match one. I can pick any one of these demonstrations right now to give something right now. They can't do it. How about this one right here? How about you do this one right here? How about you give me this? You want to show me at the end of the day that your product can show an advancement over a white surface. Show me a demonstration like that. That's a floodlight sitting up there. Not a regular light, a floodlight sitting over top of it. All that's painted bright white to illuminate more light. Do you see the difference between our black technology versus that white surface? And you got a nerd to be sitting up there. This guy had a nerd to be sitting up there in this dark room with this projector sitting right up against the screen. A little bit of light down here, a little bit of light over here, and sitting in the dark. Talking about, look, you can see this on the wall. Man, if you don't stop that nonsense and cut it out and sit down, this is what you should be to do. Investors don't want to see that crap. They want to see this stuff at the end of the day. You have to show that massive improvement. Now some colors bumping together. Talking about, look, you can see it right there. I got to get it right up on the screen. There's a little hiccup. Please, man, come on now. That's an insult to my intelligence. That's an insult to everybody's intelligence.
On one side being black and one side being gray, I'll put all those demonstrations at the bottom.
And again, I can't express this enough. If you feel that demonstration is fake and not real, then yeah, sign the contract. That's it. That's all to it. Simple and plain. I ain't got no time for the back and forth for this. Ain't got time for that. Sign the contract, see it in court. That's it. Simple and plain. But you won't. They won't sign them. They don't want to sign them because, you know, at the end of the day, they know my stuff is real. If my stuff was so fake, we wouldn't have cancellations. You would be to back it up. So that's what it comes down to, gentlemen and other people out there who are trying to compete with us. You don't want to sign contracts. You don't want to do matching betters. You know, none of that. We just want to get on camera and cry all day. We're giving you the opportunity to back up what you say. You feel that I'm fake, right? Sign my contract then, if I'm fake. But you don't want to sign it. You rather cry instead. Then cry. Go ahead. Get plenty of Kleenexes. Get some of that Gatorade or Haterade. Enjoy your drink, your bitter tears, and just cry on YouTube. Because that's all people are seeing now. They're just seeing you guys just cry on YouTube. Contracts right there. Sign it. That's all you got to do. And by the way, where the frick is my black paint? Yeah. Do you know about the black paint fiasco? Yeah, I asked him to send me black. I sent him a certified letter to his front door requesting my black paint. That's going to cost you. That's going to cost you. If I requested for my black paint and I never got it, that's going to cost you because I'm going to sue you for it. You made statements that my stuff was not more than black paint. That means I'm going to sue you. And it's not going to be a cheap lawsuit, by the way. Because I can prove in court that you made statements that my product was nothing more than black paint. I got you on camera saying it. All those videos you deleted, I got copies of all your videos. All your stuff on a flash drive. I'll go to court and pull your video and say, hey, look, I got them on YouTube making false statements about my product, claiming that my stuff was nothing but black paint. And I sent him a letter to his front door, shows your signature on it, requesting for black paint. We never got it. That's an open shut lawsuit right there. So, you figure it out. Me making stuff up. That's the problem. Stop making stuff up. You're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble doing that kind of stuff. See right there? Mr. Bird backs it up. See, they get all mad at the end of the day because they don't back it up. Boom! Yeah, I had it over here already. I did your screens already. I beat your screens already. Had it already. So let me see. On eBay, we show smarter surface, right? We showed Goo screen, right? We showed paint on screens, right? Those are the three major screens on it right now, right? I beat all those. The Pro HD, I've had that over here. I put it against Crow's product. That's what beat the crap out of Crow's stuff. But it can't beat ours because the screen's too light. So we can take that with no problem. What about that other screen paint on there? That's something, cinema paint, whatever it's have on there, or somebody's printer. Beat that too. I've been through eBay. I went through the entire list already. Amazon? Did Amazon too. Because those same screens are on Amazon, so we beat them already too on top of there. All right, then. Then there's nobody left for us, right? Then we move on out here. There's nothing left online for us. There we go. I bought both of their sample sheets. Both of their black screens, I bought them. They don't even come in the complexion of my black screen. My screen is that black. How are they going to pick up a Starfield demonstration next to that tech? Well, it didn't go well, because look, bam. They're claiming to be black screens. They can't even read the same contrast level on my screen. You can't sell black technology and it doesn't pull up. It came up gray. The screen literally came up gray next to our technology. If you have a real 100% black screen, and someone out there is claiming to have a black screen, but technically it's gray, guess what's going to happen when it lays up against a real thing? It's going to turn gray. the screens weren't black, they were gray. They were dark gray. The reason why people make screens dark gray and try to make them seem like they're black screens is so the white levels can come up higher. That's why. That's what they do. Like the Series C, that claimed to be a black screen, that literally came up gray. It literally came up the same color that came up. That's why you can't sell it, because the paint's a fail. So let me see, we can pick up the white levels next to a screen that doesn't even come into our complexion and pick up a star field at the same time they can't even read. Isn't that absolutely interesting? Kaboom! Yeah. Yeah. So our black technology darker than the screen can maintain a white level to blend into the screen at the same time pick up a contrast level they can't even read, claiming to be black. Well, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Let me tell you something. So, when my investors ask me at the end of the day, do we have any competition? I say no, we don't have any competition. Certifieds can't match. It's a gunmetal. Gunmetal versus a black screen, no contest. Please. What other black screens do we have? These junk paints out here, they're not even tested correctly. You've seen what happened to the other one. He can't even sell the product to us. He canceled out and locked down his screen paint. He can't even sell it because we're in the way. He's afraid that somebody would buy that black paint and send it to us. He's scared. That's why there's no activity, nothing on the site. The other one called himself making black paint. Well, again, we've seen how that one worked out. We even gave him permission to make ours, and he couldn't even make it right. I literally had to show them how to make a black version, and then take the black version, beat that on camera. Yeah, that was pretty sad. Oh, well, guess what? We got the white projection screens out here, which is going to be a cakewalk for us because we did all the testing. We're good. We should do pretty well. That should be no problem whatsoever. As for everybody else, well, toodaloo! Because again, there's nothing out there for us. We're done. I sat there and got a rant on cameras about basically why don't we have a black certified screen? Where are the black certified screens? There's supposed to be some black certified screens. Can't find any. Where are they at? Oh yeah, that's our green levels next to the smarter surface. Where are they at? Where are these screens at? They're supposed to be challenging other screens. None there at all, period. If this frustrates you and this makes you angry as a person who makes screen paint, then what you need to do is, instead of going on YouTube and crying about this and breaking the law and getting yourself in trouble so you can get sued by my company and thrown in jail, how about you roll up your sleeves and make something that's worthy of my time? But now that the situation we sit in right now, if you are going to make something, you're going to need 60 test demonstrations completed in order to even look at you in that direction now. We have bigger fish right now that we're playing in the pool with, and again, we don't see you. So you're going to have to show me something in order to get my attention. And that's true. I'm not... You want to sit there and say, well, he's this and that. Yeah, but show me something at the end of the day. Y'all can call me every name in the book. You're going to say, well, he's this. Show me something. If you can't show me nothing, then you end up like these products over here. Show me something. Or sign my contract and I'll see you in court. Either one way or the other. But don't go on your channel and cry. It's really sad. It is. Because everybody can see it. Everybody can see it. Everybody's going to ask you the same question. Mr. Bird has a contract. Why don't you sign his contract if he's so fake? Go ahead. Ask him. I bet you get 100,000 excuses. I had one guy come in and say, oh, but you don't have $500,000. No, I don't have $500,000. But the fact that I can put that contract out there and back it 100% knowing not having the money shows you're in a lot of trouble. So go ahead and challenge me. Go ahead. Try to use that as an excuse that, oh, you don't have it. And I would back down. Why? I'd make it $5 million. I don't have $5 million. Why can I do that? Because my stuff works 100%. That's why. That's what you should be afraid of. So if I'm willing to do that, those of you we are suing in court because of that particular problem, you are in a lot of trouble. All right, I'm tired of this. I never get it just bores me. It does. It bores me. You know what it causes me to do? It causes me to develop something, which means if I develop something, that means I raise the bar a little higher. That's what usually, when I get frustrated, people not backing their products up, this turns into a different mode in me. I start developing engineering, higher, more advanced technology just to crush you even farther, which I think I'm going to do a panel today. I've been putting it off. I'm going to design the panel because I really want to test it out. We do got the other projector coming and see how this one look at the end of the day. Because I like to raise the bar as high as it possibly can go. And for my customers at the end of the day, at least they can get a product behind somebody that can stand behind their own product at the end of the day instead of being cowards at the end of the day and canceling orders and everything else under the sun we had to deal with. Unlike these companies right here, at least they sent their products in. I got respect for them at the end of the day because at least when we came calling to get their products, they delivered. We were able to overpower their stuff, yeah. But they still stood up and delivered. So like the rest of you cowards at the end of the day, who's back there and gave us back our money, gee whiz Louise, come on. If you're going to call yourself a respectable company, at least at the end of the day, back it up. And then you broke the law. Some of them are going to jail because they broke laws. They're being sued because they went too far with it. Because they became that bitter and upset. Wow. Imagine that. Go through all that, commit crimes, touch copyrights, all that stuff. End up in jail this year. This year. Lawsuits coming up left and right. All right? Because you couldn't basically roll up your sleeves and make a product. So you decided to commit crimes. That's what you did. That's what it comes down to. Look at that. That's supposed to be black technology. And, oh my. No challenge. See, I would hope that the timeline where we're doing all this how do which we're going to say? I talk a lot of trash. I don't back it up. You want to hit that on camera? I was hoping someone somewhere would get so frustrated because I was really digging in. I was digging in on people hard. The reason why I was doing that because I was hoping somebody somewhere would get so frustrated with me that they would actually work hard to make a product to come against me. That's what I was trying to trigger off. Instead, it went the other direction. They tried to make something and it failed miserably. Like it really failed miserably. So they cut corners. That's what happened. Usually, if you get somebody who's really trying to challenge somebody, they're not going to cut corners. They're going to do everything right by the book and try to do all the demonstrations to compete with us. That's what we're going to try to do. But no, but these guys cut corners to try to compete with us. And that's not good against a person who's basically very strict on rules and regulations when it comes to his own stuff. Which means you didn't last. So where's your Series C now? Nowhere. Like I said, what's going to happen is going to fade away, which it did. Can't sell that stuff. I got people at your front door to buy that stuff. I told you I had a group of people that were contacting him about getting that paint over here to us. He got scared. He pulled it. Can't back your stuff up, man. That's what that comes down to. Hopefully, we can push somebody enough, they'll get tired of it, and they'll basically make something go against us. When I did Unreal Tournament, like I sat there and said, 20 frags a second. It's a game I used to play where I showed you in that game how fast my kill rate was. I kill everybody in the game in no time at all because I'm used to playing games like that. But I back up what I say, which is interesting when that game came out. Just like Unreal Tournament, just like it. But anyway, as I said before, I used to give a little speech. I got so tired of basically, and people know what I'm talking about. People that are good at Call of Duty and different games, you know what you're really good at the end of the day. You get bored. You get bored because your kill count is literally so high. You're so good at the game that you literally have to figure out how to get people even more ticked off at you to get them to fight harder so you can have a challenge. Like that guy who rides around in that freaking ATV with the freaking bunny ears on is the most, he has the most craziest laugh I have ever heard in my life. It's hilarious. I can laugh at this guy, laugh all day long. But I can see where he's coming at. He's really good at this game. He's really good at Call of Duty. Very good. And he kills people on an ATV riding around. He's really good with this thing. So he has to mock people to get them to fight harder so he can get a challenge or it becomes too easy. And that's what happened to me in Unreal Tournament. I had a speech, and every time I entered any death match or whatever, I had a speech. Your God Maker declares himself the winner of this match before it even starts. Prove me wrong. You know how hard people fight in order to prove me wrong? And I would just slaughter them so easy because I was used to playing on PC, keyboard and mouse, where on the controller version, on the 360 version, was controller. I had to modify a keyboard and mouse to run so I can play because it's easier for me on keyboard and mouse. You know, keyboard and mouse is actually a lot more accurate. You know that, right? I've seen people actually with controllers beat keyboard and mouse too. Actually, pretty good too, though. You're really, really good. You'd be a person on keyboard and mouse. But yeah, I know the weapon systems too well. I know the maps way too well. I played it in competition. Well, you know, you build your own rig. You wear the VIP tag. You go play in competition. I played in there. I was #1 in the leading dashboard on the 360. And the guy calculated, said, you're killing 20 people. Every minute, I killed 20 people. That's how fast my kill count was. I get in here and play this game. I was like, oh, shoot, this is familiar. I've been in this before. This is like Unreal Tournament. It was made by Unreal Tournament. And I go in there and slaughter every time. I think I had one person beat me, and that was it. But since I actually started playing that game, I slaughtered everybody in that game because I know how to use the weapons system. They're jumping all over the place. They know how to basically shoot and run backwards at the same time, which is one of the key features you have to learn in Unreal Tournament is how to run backwards and fire at the same time. If a person moves from left to right, you have to know how to hit that person anywhere they jump. That's where they hit. They have this kind of dance they do back and forth, this little dance where they jump at the same time. You have to be able to hit them, especially with rockets. Rockets don't exactly hit the person. You're going to hit where the person is going to land. You don't aim at the person, you aim at the ground because that causes more damage. It drops their armor even faster. You got to know what you're doing in that game. And that game moves at a rapid pace. So yeah. That's how I was able to kill people so fast because again, I used to play it. On the Xbox 360, I used to slaughter people so fast that they literally thought I was cheating in the game because my kill count was too high. But nope. My kill count was legit, like it was. It was. I wish they would bring Unreal Tournament back, man. I miss that game so much. I swear I miss that game. I used to do them all. Bomb and run, capture the flag, all of them. Everything, man. That game is freaking sweet. Everybody, anyone who played Unreal Tournament, we should have Unreal Tournaments in here. Because again, my age group that's set up in here, they would know what I was talking about. But man, that game was freaking amazing, man. And the trash talk was so real. Yeah. But now you guys are into this whole Call of Duty thing and all that stuff like that. And I've seen some of you guys play on here, man. Y'all are freaking extremely good. I mean, very good. People with tomahawks halfway across the board, all that crazy stuff. But I'm pretty sure you're going through some bullcrap or somebody putting a false claim against your account saying that you're not really playing on that level, which is messed up. And you are. You're just good. Well, that's what happens to me in screen paint. We can't seem to find anybody to play with. I need someone to play with. And some idiot in a dirty apartment sitting up there screaming and yelling on camera about how he basically has a product to compete with us. Please. I make so many different forms of technology on so many levels, you couldn't even keep up to what I do. He was in there crying and whining about that. Oh, he must be scamming. He makes so many screen paints. You don't know me that well, do you? If you look at my track record, I'm known for doing that, for making tons of screen paint. That's why I have so many in my collection. Noobs at the end of the day. I swear, freaking noobs. Where's that at? And they're crying. He makes too many screen paints. I've been that way since day one. And I back up. I got tests for everything that I make. You want to sign that contract? Of course you don't. But I know one thing. I know where you're at. I know where your building's at now. I know exactly where your building's at. I'm going to send a document over there. Nice, big, fat, thick document for your people to read. Your building management, everything. Let them know the consequences is about to hit their building pretty soon for your actions. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to take that nice, fat document. They're going to walk it up to your apartment. They're going to tag it to your door. That's what they're going to do. I noticed you haven't been contacting me anymore, have you? Ah, yeah. Of course he hasn't been contacting us. So, just to let you know, because I haven't mentioned you, doesn't mean I haven't been basically talking to people about you, about that whole fake preacher nonsense and all that stuff. Yeah. Got a nice big old fat document. It's going to have all that information. I'm going to send it right to that front building for your building management to pick up. Letting them know exactly we're going to come down to your building pretty soon. Got fellow's going to be coming down there pretty soon from the courts to get all this stuff taken care of. Say another week or so. We'll send it by certified, since you'll have your address now. I don't have to have where your exact apartment's at, Mr. Williams. I just need your building. That's it. Where you are actually in. That letter that's coming down is for your building management, for them to let them know what's going to be coming through that building pretty soon. That we're going to basically get an investigator to go through that building. You get clearance to go through that place, and he's going to talk to them. He's going to be the one to get the information that we need, because they're going to tell him, or we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So again, we'll have you soon. That's why I said, save your money. You're going to need a lawyer. All right, what are we doing, Taco? We're done. We got the machine done. Waiting for stuff to come in. Finished painting. Got the $7 projector coming in. Boy, this thing is going to be crazy. If it works, it doesn't. It doesn't work. I mean, I think it's going to work. I don't even know. $7. Maybe a $10 projector worked. I was skeptical about that. I was like, $10. But then again, I bought projector. But this is $7. Who sells a projector for $7? It's gotta be, like I said, $7. Who sells a projector for $7? Have I ever bought a $7 projector before? No, I haven't. Oh, well, we'll see. If that projector works, that person's gonna get the greatest review from me ever. If there's anything else, I'll buy something else from their website. $7 projector. And that'll give us even more. We got a $7 projector here showing through our freaking amazing technology. $7, man. I'm definitely taking that thing on site. It's a $7 projector. Not $10 one year. My $10 projector. I can't believe I paid $10 for that projector. And it works perfectly too. Oh, it works perfectly. It's minty, baby. It's minty. 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 Man, bro, you're killing time here. All right, I backed up everything I said, like I like to do. I said I tested all the screens. I went on here on eBay. I showed you the projector screens that we tested in here, right? Right? Did I not? I came in here, I backed up every single one of them. Did I not? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did that, because that's what I do. I like to back it up. Yes, sirree. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. The certified screens, all of them will start making black screens. One could only wish. You know, I'm going to tell you something. If the certifieds make black screens, it is over for you great screen paints. They're going to finish you off, so you know that, right? They're definitely going to finish you off. Definitely. They're going to be buying your products. They could be buying your products to stick you up against it. Yeah, don't waste your time on great paints. You better up your game quick. Meanwhile, we're pushing them to make a black screen. Because I'm going to be sending each one of those companies out the black ad tech to them to show them the difference between our technology and theirs. Yeah, got special emails going on. I want elite screens to see a dark Star 9 versus a black ad tech. And advise them that you guys really should start investing in black technology. I'm going to push that one because we need them to go black so we can test new technology. They look at me like, oh, he's a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker. He just won't leave things alone. Why can't he just leave things alone? Why can't he just leave it to back in the day where we just had traditions where we can just sit in the dark and just fool customers and make them believe that the screen's going to work when we actually know it's not going to work? Why can't you just leave it alone? I'm one of those people that go into an area where people just feel like being lazy, you know, like at a job where you're supposed to be working, but you don't work. Because the last supervisors that in there were lazy. And all you did was just sit around, you know what I mean, didn't do anything, you know what I mean, collect money off the company. Until you get that one person that comes in there and he does everything by the book. Which means that we're going to get this place in shape. We're going to do it by the book. We're going to run this place at 150%. And for those of you who feel that you don't like what we're doing here, you can be terminated on the spot. That's the kind of person I am. Not into the laziness nonsense. And you're like, wow, man, this guy changed everything, man. We come in here, we get paid for doing nothing. And now he comes in, he just made the job 10 times harder. No, you're supposed to be working that job to begin with. That's what you basically applied for. So that's the job that you applied for. That's the job you're supposed to be getting. That's how you earn the money that you're supposed to have. And it's not given to you for free. You have to work to get that. You just had lazy supervisors in there. But one of these days you will get that supervisor in there that will make you work every single day the way you're supposed to work. And if you don't like it, then guess what you can do? You can quit. Because it's somebody's company at the end of the day. I love how people sit there and they go, well, you know, he's rich and all. How do you think he got to begin with? He had to work hard to make that. He had to work hard to build that from the ground up and then get it to a point where we can hire people to bring them in, give them good pay wages so they can have a life at the end of the day, get a job. You know what I mean? They could do the same thing. So that's what it does. But you want to go in there and don't do your work at the end of the day, and you want to basically feed off the company and not work, then guess what? You need to be terminated. Because again, at the end of the day, somebody, I don't care how rich they are now, they still started from the bottom to get there. If you had the same thing and you started a business and you started from the bottom and you worked hard to get there and you had employees that were basically not doing the work at the day, how would you feel about that? You look at both sides of the coin at all. Oh yes, I'm definitely keeping this video. I do like it. I do like it indeed. It's very, very lengthy. It's around 3 minutes. Or 3 minutes. No, not 3 minutes, sorry, 3 hours in. So I do like it. One of these days, I'm going to get me a friend from England. Another one from England. He's like, Mr. Bird, I'm going to teach you how to talk our language. I'm going to teach the lingo. Oh, please teach me lingo. I would love to learn. Trust me, I would. Yes, sirree. I like when they say not bloody likely. I love that when they say that. Not bloody likely. I like that. I would love to be that. Talk like bloke. Flat, crisp. And by the way, those in England, I do like tea. I drink more tea than I drink coffee. I prefer I don't even like coffee. I used to drink coffee back in the day, but I like tea. I like good tea. Good tea. They should have a tea time. I think tea time is nice. It is. Tea time is beautiful. My landlord, he was from England. He had tea time. Oh man, and you got to do pinkies out. Oh my goodness, I freaking love tea so freaking much. I'm gonna buy myself some tea right now. But anyway, I'm so glad we had this time together. If you ever watched Calvin, you know what I'm talking about. Man, we're never gonna get a challenge, but who cares? We're out here doing our thing at the end of the day. We're moving on to bigger and better things. I did the whole challenge thing when I was online. You can't find anybody. Because we kick their behinds. It is true though. And somebody on YouTube was like, join it, Mr. Bird. You can't continue to reign this way. We must be to challenge him. We must. And then he sees that freaking challenge we have, freaking over 1,000 demonstrations. Match your like, nope, forget it. I got a thing to do with my time. Yeah, because it will eat your time up. It will definitely eat your time up. Ugh. It's a lot. It's a lot. Don't forget those submersible screens too. That means you have to be outside in the freezing cold in the snow. But you got to do that one too. Because if we're outside in the snow freezing my fingers off, guess where you're going to be? Outside freezing your fingers off. Well, I remember this demonstration too, boy. Getting up in a nice warm house, running out the door, in the freezing cold. Can barely hold the camera in my hand to try to do the recordings. To do demonstrations. I had to do demonstrations in frigid cold weathers. Leave the screen out there overnight and then go out there and record and watch a movie off of it. I remember the extension cords used to be so stiff. It was like stiff as a broom. Trying to bring them in. They wouldn't even bend. Had to be out in the freezing cold to test screens and make sure that in ice cold temperatures or frigid temperatures the screen would not crack and the material wouldn't peel. I got all those online, all those tests. So with that being said, I mean, you have to go through all that I had to go through. Can't be sitting up in some apartment or some house doing some demonstrations. You kidding me? Gotta be out there in that freezing cold. That's what I had to do. Be out there in the summertime, be eaten alive by mosquitoes and all that other crap I had to go through. Yep. All that craziness at the end of the day. Coming in with like 40,000 bite marks all over you from bugs. Mosquitoes almost as big as nails out there. So we've done all that equipment, put it all back up again, build those screens, all that stuff. And you know what it is? That people like Partey and Crow thought my job was easy at the end of the day. How well did that go for you? The job is not that easy, is it? And you were cutting corners, and you still couldn't even accomplish anything. Why are we up this coast? Boom! Yeah. Let me see. We don't have that here, do we? Oh, I need candy. Do I have any candy left? I don't have any candy left at all. We need candy. Candy today. We are going to go candy shopping. Candy. Some candy. Oh, yeah. Guess what? Speaking of consoles, by the way, that PS4, I paid for my subscription cost again. You know why? Something's different about the machine. Something. I'm still gonna play PC. I'm a PC guy at the end of the day. But I do only console I'm gonna support is PS4. That's it. I like my PS4. I do love it. I did upgrade my hard drive to 8 terabytes. But anyway, as I said before, yes, something's changed on the game. Like the whole system. Like what did they do to the PS4? Because it looks more sharper, more vivid. The graphics look much better. A lot better. I mean, a lot better. I don't know what the freak went on or what happened because I haven't been on my system in about 2 months. Everything's changed. So then I went in there. I went to go look at one of the games, and the game looked different. I said, why does it look sharper, more vivid, more? I don't know what the heck is going on. They did some kind of massive update. What went on? But after seeing that and going through their library had a lot of games in there that they usually don't have in there. Man, I mean, a lot of games in there. So I paid my $14. I'm quite amazed on that. Let me see. My peoples. Hey, Bird, where you at? I have no idea. Yeah, I'm amazed. Like, what the freak did they do? Now, I'm not saying that it's like gonna be, but actually, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know what they did. Together, give people what they want. I don't know what they did. Mind, this is not a high-end monitor. In no way it is. I paid like $40 for this thing. It's no high-end monitor. I think everything looks different. A lot different. I don't know if they did some kind of massive update or what went through. I don't know what they did. I got that whatchamacallit today too. I paid the $14 and I got that whatchamacallit for free. The Dead Island 2. Well, you paid the $14. You pay to get on, but anyway, still. And then I got this game right here. Man, this game is freaking amazing. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. You literally play online. You play, it's like fighting a real medieval war. It really is. That is sick. Best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. This one I haven't had a chance to play yet. Fist. I'm still looking at that right there. But yeah, the games are more sharper, more vivid. Like, did we get an update in here? Like, what the frick went on in here? Because I remember it didn't look like this. Now, this would just switch me over to... No, I'm PC. I got so much stuff in my PC right now. This stuff I can't even get on console. But I am keeping my PS4. It ain't going nowhere. I told you, it's the last console I'm supporting. No, I don't need to go in the store. I was over here in the plus. Like, it is much. I don't know what they did. I'm looking at this like, what did they change in here? It's just more sharper, more vivid. I'm looking at it. Man, this game right here, I'm definitely grabbing that one. That one looks pretty cool. Just checking that out. And like I said, my monitor here, this thing is garbage, man. This monitor, I bought it because I need it for work. It's not a high-res monitor in any way whatsoever. And they put a great deal of games on here. Really quite impressive. This is one game. So we got that one. I've got this already. But let me bring this down somewhere. I got my PC. We got any new DLCs with this? I beat this game on every freaking level we can possibly think. I can beat it on the hardest level so I get the achievements. Man, I got so many different ways on how to wipe this game. Oh, I wish. Some people don't want this. Some want a zombie apocalypse. I wish we would have one. I love freaking zombies. I do. I know it sounds crazy at the end of the day, but man, how cool that would be at the end of the day. This is one I definitely want. It's weird, but I like it. I like it. I'm going to download it. I can download it for free. Now, for some of you are saying, but I thought you said that console. Yeah, console is giving out their games, man. They're giving out their exclusives. There is. But only the last system I'm supporting is this. I'm not buying no PS5. I'm not paying no $700. I'm going to spend $700 close to $1,000 for a system that, again, I'd rather just build a PC. And I already got this already. I don't need to buy anything else. The same games that are coming on your system are on this thing. This is an 11-year-old system. This system should not be existing. They're still supporting it. You know why this system's never going to go out? Because they went digital. That's why. The same online support that supports your PS5 supports this unit right here. Which means this system right here has a long, long existing life. And consider the fact on top of that, if you look at the graphic wise have changed. Something's changed about it. Because I've never remembered the graphics being that sharp and that vivid. This monitor is not that type of monitor to do that. So I noticed that when I was playing, I was like, wait a minute. What is different about this? Because I don't know if they ran an update through here, but the games they have on here are for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. They're literally still designing games for this system. They're still supporting the platform on this system. So with that being said, I'm seeing this massive change here on this system. I'm seeing how the menu, look at the menu. Even the menu looks freaking different. I don't remember the menu ever looking that sharp and that crisp in this system. Never. So if they're able to update these machines at will through programs, through firmware, whatever they're doing at the end of the day, and they're able to make them look better than what they are, that's a plus side. But the bad side of it is that if your games are digital, they can land on any platform, including a PS4. Majority of these games say PS4, PS5, PS4, PS5, PS4, PS5. That's what I'm telling you. They're still supporting this machine. Usually when it's an older system, they'll get a couple games from the new gen system. That's basically about it. But majority of most of those games are going to be on the next gen system. That's how it works. Every freaking game that you port over to your system is over here. But some of the games, only ones I haven't seen was Warhammer, because Warhammer does require a lot, and the system can't run it, but my PC runs it, so I'm good on that. But other than that, majority of games are running off of here, off of PS4. This thing should have been discontinued a long time ago. It's an 11-year-old system. It's still running. And then on top of that, whatever update they put through here, I can clearly see that there has been a massive graphic change. And then with your stuff, I'm used to using the keyboard. I don't know what, the keyboard and mouse, that's why. And then when you consider the fact that, I like the fire, I like that fireman simulator, I like that right there. Then you consider the fact, the Ghostbusters, yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing the Ghostbusters next too on top of that. When you consider the fact that your games are all digital now. So since they're all digital now, like right here, I don't got to go to the store. Right here, I can buy the game right here. I can download it here, or I can put an upgrade in and stream my games if I want. So with that being said, with the games being digital, they can go to any platform they want, including not yours. Now on PC, I got games on my PC that will never be ported to console ever. I got dozens and dozens of games on my PC that will never reach a console system ever. So I got both. And this is only costing me $14 a month. It was $17. It's not even $17 anymore. It went down. It's $14. That's all they charged me. That's $14. Now, in the other system, I got them free, but I got the best of both worlds. And for me to go out and spend the money for a next-gen system, for anyone sitting there saying, well, you got to have a... Man, I can build a PC that can dance around your system all day long. So I don't need that. Now, if you're not a PC builder, you don't build at the end of the day, you don't do any of that stuff, then you would have to upgrade to a system with the better graphics and all that and spend a little bit more money. But technically you don't, since your system's going to be, since your games are automatically going to be ported over to a PC anyway, you spend $500 and get yourself a PC and be done. That's it. You don't have to build, you can buy. They put a 4070 in there. They put an i9. It's way better than the PS5. It's higher than the PS5 specifications. But yeah. I think I'm going to go clean my other account up and give them their $50, even though they took it out of me. I'm going to give it back to them because I don't want my other account open up. Now, when I saw this and I saw the whole graphic change and everything on it, I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to definitely go in and get ourselves an 8 terabyte hard drive and drop it right on in. So now, my system's going to have 8 terabytes of hard drive space, which cost me only $134 because it's SATA. And that's basically about it. Oh, Cat Quest. Doc, I'm going to get this Cat Quest. So I already have this system right here. And then with the PC I'm building, again, easy parts to get to acquire to build my machine. That's nothing. That's easy to do. But to go out and spend money for a freaking $800 system, almost close to $1,000, now I ain't even worth it. That's not worth the money. What I gotta use my PC for, I can't run a PlayStation off of it. I can't resist at all. I gotta run I got applications I have to run, use my system, because my PC over there is just more for just gaming. It's used for interactive software and everything else I gotta run off of it. That PC over there, that Cyberpunk PC, it's not just for gaming. It's running multiple different versions of applications I need to run for work. So, I need it for more than just gaming. There's no way in the world I'm going to get 28 gigabytes on a freaking, well, I can't do anything with it. I can't run the software. Look at you, fancy pants. Fancy pants. Fancy pants. It's fancy pants. What are you doing today, Mr. Fancy Pants? You don't know what you're doing today, Mr. Fancy Pants. Alright. Killed enough time. I'm going to go pick up, I need to get black paint because I want to finish that whole section out. Be done with that. Have it knocked out from here to here to here. At least have that finished. Have that painted and ready to go because Monday is going to be a crazy freaking day. And I got an urge for animal crackers. I don't know why. Alright, people. I'm out. Ta-da.